Hello, hello! Hi, hi, hi! Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I definitely remembered it's Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Hey, Wolf Brother and Blair and Chris. How's everybody's Wednesday so far? I've just been doing some light work. Half my work was already out on vacation. But yeah, mostly been chillaxing and stuff. But yeah, let's see. We're doing some Oblivion today, as voted on again by Discord. Y'all really love Oblivion. It's a good thing I do too. But I actually have a plan this time, so that maybe at some point soon I'll stop getting bullied by will-o-wisps on the road. I also, hey Maliki! Hello, hello! Shout out to having a plan. It is Wednesday, our animals, woo! Pretty good so far, is taking it easy. Nice, yeah! Definitely, take it easy at any moment that you can, basically. But, let's see. I also took a few minutes off stream, like basically a few minutes ago, to clear out my inventory a little bit and sort through my herbs. Because I had a lot. Man, I kind of have a bit of a hoarding problem. But I've sorted through it, and now I have a plan. But we need to get out of this cave first, so... Here, let me... pause the music, and we'll hop into the game. Da-da-da. Please don't crash. Here we go. Yes. Alrighty. But yeah, let's see. What have I been up to this week? Oh, so you can see my discarded trash all over the place. Look at all the potions. The evidence of my problem. I'm trying to kick this problem of collecting useless crap. But look, I've so much space in my inventory now. And yet look at all these potions. I definitely still have a problem. But look at all these useless restored fatigue potions I can sell. These ones were, like, did not weigh much of anything, so I'm just gonna sell them all. Got my fattest cat on my leg sleeping. Oh, you better give it lots of pets. That's right, there's a ghost up here. Do I have... Oh, it's probably not doing that much damage. I might try to just run past this wraith. I know it's there. I'm gonna... let's see. Let me look at the map. Do I just need the Curus? I might be able to just run for it. Or maybe I do need to fight it. Ah! Oh, do I need the sword? Oh, I can't carry both! Oh, I definitely can't carry both. Wait, I just need to lose, like, 20 more pounds. Sorry, Bo. Don't have room to drop this object. Come on, game, let me drop it. Ah, I just need to lose a few more pounds. Okay, I can run now. I gotta put a sword on or something. Alright. Oh, there's a back passage that way, though. Yeah, I'm quick saving. gonna try running past the... Oh! Ah! I just have enough time to grab this little bit of gold. Ah, get out of my way. Ah! Please let this be a shortcut. I think it is. Ugh. Can't catch me now. Which way to get out? This way? Okay. I think we'll live. Yes, we lived! I had to sacrifice, that axe and that bow. But, worth it. Oh my gosh. Because, yeah, I'm struggling against, like, even, like, little ghosts and stuff right now. Oh my god, the sun! Into the water. I'm pretty sure the water, like, filters the sunlight. Hey, Nubble! Heyo, heyo! I love that heyo emote. I'm still waiting on my frickin' animated slots. Still. I wanna have Bongo back. You have great chair emotes. I love them. Yeah, same. When are we gonna get, are we just unlucky? What is chasing me? The combat music's it's going hard. There's something after me. Hope it's not still that ghost. Watch, that ghost stalks me all the way across the country. All the way across the frickin' continent. I mean, that will-o'-the-wisp chased me from... Where it chased me from? From that inn all the way to it chased me from Breville to Leowin. Yeah, something is very determined to get me, because the... Oh. Oh, the combat music stopped. Hey, Sandwich! Hey, Riot! Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. That's the song you're obligated to sing as an Argonian running away from danger. Oh, I see that Nern root. How you doing, Riot? How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a mostly chill Wednesday. Anyone got any plans for this weekend? I know some people are probably celebrating like Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving. Typos, I live with them. Sometimes you just gotta accept the typos.
Did you find them?
Hello again. Take your heavy armor.
Luck finding the sword and armor. You found them. Fantastic. I can't tell you what this means to me.
Should I take the sword? No, they're heavy as hell. Just take them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hopefully
hey, Ether Bunny! Yeah, you're just in time for more Oblivion.
You're a lifesaver.
We chickened out of the cave after grabbing the armor and sword. And look, I just barely made it. I'm gonna quote your ass on that, Ned. Man, I wish there was
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I wish we had... Oh, I figured out that the emotes, the Capagen emote and emote explosion browser layers were not on this page. I fixed it. And I gave them the little Santa hats. Because it's almost December, why not? Do I have any plans for Thanksgiving? No. Streaming, I guess? Is Thanksgiving on Thursday or Friday? I don't even know. That's how little participation I'm having in the holiday this year. I don't even remember what day of the week it's on. Hey, she didn't take the gauntlets. Did she not want them? mean, they kind of suck. I just want to drop them. Okay, let me... Oh. Here, take your worthless gauntlets. Oh!
Thank you.
I forgot, it's sunlight. Hope you don't mind if I just wait in your house for like 10 hours. I'll just stand here, don't mind me. American fake Thanksgiving is on Thursday. So yeah, I guess streaming is my plan. We can consider it a remote Friendsgiving. What? There's no sun, don't give me that. Am I taking damage? I think the game's messing with me. I don't think I'm taking damage. Oh, you went vamp. Oh, of course you would. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I got vampirism, I'm like, yep, this is the run we're doing. I'm keeping this. Just gonna take this corner. You go about your business, townsfolk. Yes, just don't mind me lurking around your town. I'm definitely not a vampire hiding from the sun. Don't mind me. So we're gonna go... Let's see. What was my active quest? Oh, I need to turn it in. That's right. Let's go turn that in. And actually, one of the Daedric shrines I want to visit is near Shaden Hall, so that works out. But... maybe I should go for the other one first, though. See if I can satisfy my bloodthirst real quick. Why you call it fake? Live in Caucasian body knows normal with educated people. Idiots like me who call it home. Got it accidentally once and didn't understand work started over. Oh, why are we calling it fake? I'm not sure when people started calling it fake, but I mean, it's kind of...
How are you?
Like a celebration of a false colonialist narrative. So I mean, maybe that's why? I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's why. But I usually just, Oh, real Thanksgiving was last month? Now I'm confused. Oh! Oh, Canadian Thanksgiving. That's right. Yeah, some of my external co-workers are in Canada. Let me make sure no one's watching me. And that's right, they got the day off too, cause they were having their Thanksgiving. Partially just because the story of Thanksgiving is false and entirely made up. Yeah, like I said, it's just like a propaganda colonialist like whitewashing of history. But it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like Thanksgiving, where like not like Thanksgiving. It's like Christmas, where it's like I don't really celebrate like the like original religious aspect of it. I more celebrate the like secular, like spending time with your family and friends type celebration of it. So it's just insert excuse to spend time with family and friends here kind of thing. Because, you know, screw that false propaganda and all that. Also, hey Meg! And hey son! Let's see. I understand how it works. Start over because I couldn't move for some reason. Well, last month was October. You may... It's not that cold here. I don't know. It's been like 20-something degrees where I'm at. So it's getting cold. I don't care for the Matrix. I like food and discounts. I mean, that was, what was his name? Cypher? The guy that betrayed them? I mean, I'm not gonna do spoilers for a movie that's like over, like 20 years old now. But yeah, that was his logic, was, I don't care if this is all fake, I like the taste of steak, and I want to keep enjoying the taste of steak. So put me back in. Do you like the idea of getting things? It's a shame it's built on the history it is. Yeah, exactly. If we could just, like, pick a different day, called something else, and just do the same thing over, I mean, I feel like that would be a good solution. Hey, Quinn! Plus Ultra! Man, that reminds me I need to catch up with My Hero Academia. I've been out of the loop for literally forever. But yeah, like, we're kind of doing the same thing with, like, replacing Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day. So, like, let's just do it with all the stupid fake holidays. Celebrate some actual good stuff. Oh, hydrate! I see that, I see that. Oh, I gotta open a new bottle. Fresh from the fridge. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hydrate. October's Halloween season. It can be multiple things. Halloween is every day, honestly. Nice sentiment to give thanks. Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't need an excuse to, like, tell people we're grateful for stuff, but, we fade into Oblivion in here. Hey, CZ! Yeah, we're playing some Oblivion. Only real cold is the time where I see my own breath. That's anywhere below freezing, though, right? So it's definitely at that point here. At least where I'm at in the Northeast. Northeast, US. Do we decorate for real Thanksgiving? Why would we do... Man, I don't even decorate for any... I don't decorate for any Thanksgiving. I don't bother with that. Only holidays I like are Halloween and Easter. I haven't celebrated Easter since I was 10, I think. Because, my parents got me my cat that I had, and, he was my last Easter gift. I think it was mostly just a might as well lines up with the timing thing. Year Slayer ended 2 weeks ago. The anime or the manga? I know it ended recently. Was it the anime? God, I have more things to catch up on now. Try to move our Australia Day here to decouple from colonization for decades. They won't budge despite protests every year, rebranding it Invasion Day. Oh, wow. Huh. I didn't know you guys were having the same issues over there, though. I guess it makes sense. Every country impacted by colonialism, which is like every country probably is gonna eventually go through it eventually. I said eventually like 5 times. Binging with a friend right now. I thought I'd drop by and see how you're doing. Looking super cozy. Yeah. I'm even wearing a sweater today. It is chilly. Government is so fucking racist. Yeah. Like I said, that's almost certainly an issue in, like, any of these colonized, countries. Like, I can't imagine it not being a problem. Aw, and Nagato's cozy, too. Give Nagato a nice little pet for me. Halloween all the days? Yes, exactly. Halloween is a mindset. It's a state of being. People who live in Arizona can live through actual hell in summer. It's practically dead, and your theme is practically the song by MCR. It depends on what you're used to. I don't mind the cold as much because I can bundle up. I cannot stand the heat, though. But I know people who are the complete opposite. All depends on what you're used to. America, Australia, having racist government. That, yeah, a very unfortunate, common thread. Welcome back, Neville. Canada's having a big issue with some land-grabbing natural gas pipeline crap right now. Ugh. That's just infuriating. For some reason, people assume Australia isn't racist, but it's a huge issue here. The Indigenous are treated terribly, and the issue is ignored. I mean, I'm surprised people wouldn't believe that. Like, oh, what's that band? Midnight Oil with the Beds Are Burning song? Like, that's all about that. And that was huge, like, decades ago. I think people would get with the program. I say real Thanksgiving, I don't mean that kind of Thanksgiving. I just mean the day we eat a ton of food and be thankful for things. I eat food all the time and am thankful all the time. So really, every day is Thanksgiving. Every day is the real Thanksgiving. America, Australia, Canada. You might as well, like I said, you might as well add in, like, every colonized country in that list, all shaking hands for the worst reason possible. Only thing I really know about Australia Day is Armistice Day because of Midnight Oil. Yeah! Shout out! Yeah! Hey, fuck the colonies. Australia's God's testing ground. Oh, yeah, because of all the crazy wildlife they have there. Yeah, it's like... I'm sorry, what? Did someone just give me a toaster oven? Holy shit. Thank you. It said anonymous, so whoever that was, thank you, holy shit. I can toast nuggies now. Thank you. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Oh my god, I did. Holy thank you. Oh my gosh. I didn't even mention that I have a throne. I just kind of stuck it in there in my about panels. Thank you. Holy crap. A dead-ass toaster oven. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Hey, Wispy. Hello. Yeah, I saw the notification pop up on my overlay. It didn't play a noise, or at least I didn't hear one. But I saw it. I saw the thing. Holy crap. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm like shook. Thank you. Oh, you heard it? Good. Yeah, I didn't hear the alert, but I saw the pop up. Oh man, that's I thought Throne was just like, oh, where I should figure out where I'm walking. I think I'm walking this way. A wishlist website. It is, yeah. It's a wishlist website where people can anonymously or not anonymously gift you things.
Ooh.
And it like protects everyone's information and stuff. I kind of got like sort of peer pressure into getting one because I saw everyone else doing it, and I was like, I want to do it too. Just for funsies. And holy crap! Thank you for the toaster oven. America's racism is so over. Peeps in Australia and Canada can compare and say, well, we're not like that. Yeah. Wow. We kind of unlock new levels of systemic racism all the time. It's exhausting, for sure. It's exhausting to keep up with, too. Like, it just it demoralizes you so much. I think it's to the west. Like, it's so... It's heartbreaking. That's the way to put it. Like, realizing just how messed up things are, and wishing you could make things better, but knowing it's something that's way beyond you. But we just gotta keep doing our best to be good to each other and stuff, and it won't affect, like, big, sweeping change unless we fight for that, but at least we can make the people in our life around us feel, you know, supported and cared for and loved, and if that's the best that we can do, that's the best that we can do. But if you have the power and charisma and ability to, like, affect change in, like, politics and stuff, then whew, I support the hell out of that. Like, hell yeah. Now I can get rid of my microwave. I'm not getting rid of my microwave! I'm just gonna use it less. To be fair, most actual people aren't racist. The politicians and whatnot, most of the time. Tyranny-fueled racism. Like, even... And that's the thing, though. Like, it's hard to not talk about these kinds of things, or, like, politics. And as far as I'm concerned, it's, like, embedded into everything. Even, like, Oblivion. Like, there's racism between, like, the different races in the game. You can't escape that kind of thing. It impacts the way we create our media. The way we perceive how societies are built and everything in our world building. Like, Dragon Age, the same thing. We have, like, racism between, like, all of the races in Dragon Age. Like, it's an insidious part of living in a society, TM. And we have, it's part of the journey in, like, in video game stories where we have to, like, overcome it. But really, IRL, we're still fighting that fight. Personally, no experience race on my passing Mediterranean, but friends of mine experience microaggressions on the daily. Yeah, just, like, exactly. Just because, like, someone personally hasn't experienced, like, something like that doesn't mean that it doesn't invalidate anyone else's story. At all. Monopoly is one way to make a... It's been a long time since I've played Monopoly. But every time, the games never finish, I swear. Usually because someone, like, rage quits because we've taken, like, 5 hours. A lot of people aren't anti-racist. Yeah, exactly. Because we need to make it a point to just... Oh, hello? This dude just wandering around... Oh, wait, I passed by this ruin. Yeah, we can't just be, not racist. You have to make it a point to be anti-racist. Because there is a distinction there, I agree. Whew. Thank you for advancing my blade skill. Where the heck is this shrine? Oh, wait. No, it might be more down south. East. Fortunately, you can't kill hate. Hate will always exist because of how brains work. Some people are just wired to enjoy hating things or people. On an individual basis, yeah, I think there's people who are just, like, naturally hateful and shitty. But I think as a whole, like, as a generalized whole, hate stems more from fear and ignorance. And those things are, I think, fixable. It just, on a mass scale, that takes time. It takes, systemic change, cultural shifts. And those things don't happen overnight. Tend to think it's all socially constructed and taught. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, it's about what belief systems are nurtured in you from, like, a young age, depending on where you were, where you're born and stuff, where you're raised, the people that are around you. Does have a lot to do with it, yeah. Like, so many times I've seen people that had, like, the shittiest beliefs, like, genuinely educate themselves or be exposed to other cultures and other people and evolve their opinions and evolve as people. But a lot of people aren't given that opportunity, or they're so deeply entrenched in their false beliefs and the cultures that they were surrounded with all their life that they are slow to change or extremely resistant to it. And yeah, some people just can't be saved. Some people just can't be helped. And those people aren't really worth focusing on. Hate people force their opinions on others, like some vegans and other groups. Well, veganism's another topic altogether. Can't control everyone's experiences or how they interpret things. Some people simply refuse to learn. Yeah. It's an unbelievably complex issue. Okay, I'll fight this dude. Oh, I see that clan fear up there. Ooh, is that clan fear not summoned? Oh, potion of healing. Okay, it was definitely worth fighting that dude. It's amazing when you see somebody actually realize what's happening, what their hate is doing to them and others. Seems rare, though. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, there's the frickin' marker. It's unfortunate. I agree. It's a rare thing. But when it does happen, that faith in humanity restored moment, where it's like, wow, people can change. Is it, you know, we need to believe that. We need to believe that people are capable of changing and learning. Because otherwise, like, what's the point? Like, the point should be to believe that that's possible. Saving it. Oh, finally I got here. And I'm trembling, and I don't know if it's because I'm cold. Oh, my hands are cold. I'll just deal with it. I also had a whole cup of coffee earlier, so I'm sure that's making me Tremble. More powerful champion. No! Well, at least I have it on my map. What level do I have to be then? Probably like 15 or 20. Well, since well, maybe I can talk to these dudes?
You approach the shrine of Clavicus Vile. You should not be here unless you have business with Lord Clavicus. Here we worship Lord Clavicus. Do you have business with the Daedra?
I would like to.
There are many deals to be made, even with a god. You could find great wealth, or painful death.
Hold on, I gotta catch up with
If you wish to
chat.
bargain with Clavicus Vile, approach with an offering of 500 gold, and hope the Lord smiles on your offering.
500 gold, eh? I have that, right? Yeah, I have that.
Go then.
Racing also brings up, can you be racist against Caucasians? And then, is it more okay to hate them than others because they tend to enforce things such as slavery and such? Well, you can't be racist against Caucasian people, but you can be, like, prejudiced. That's different. There's a distinction there. Very complex issue. If we don't believe people can change, then we can be totally sure they won't change at all. No real answer. If we don't believe people can change. Yeah. I think I get what you're saying there. Extremely complex because there's centuries and millennia of racism and oppression intertwining with each other and embedded in society. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to unravel literally thousands of years of systemic racism on a global scale. Like, let alone hundreds of years worth of institutional racism in just one country like the US. Because it is a global issue. Based on academic definitions, in a white majority country, racism against white people isn't the same thing. Yeah, exactly. That's literally. But yeah, it's complex. But yeah, here's to change. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't equal white. I don't know why white people start calling themselves Caucasian, because there's literally entire people that are Asian called Caucasian. Yeah, from the Caucasus, right? Like, that's an actual place. We're not just saying white. Racial lines are made up anyway for the most part. Science doesn't acknowledge race, really. Just regional clines? What's cline? But yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, lines. Duh. Yeah, it's... Yeah, it's mostly a social construct, right? It's just how we perceive and other each other. Change is inevitable, everything changes, entropy will always exist. Now, whether people change for the better or worse, that's the issue. Yeah, and I've said before, but I like to believe that, for the most part, people want to do their best for each other and by each other, and don't want to be assholes. Like, there's individuals, yeah, that are terrible and shitty, but I think humanity trends toward good more than evil. I don't know if I can do this other quest, but I'm gonna get the shrine on my marker. On my shrine marker on my map. Lines are genetic markers that show genetic ancestry. Collection of genetic traits. Oh! I learned a new word today. Humans are more often good than bad. Yeah, it's just extremely unfortunate that the worst of humanity are often, coincidentally or not, the loudest. I really wish they weren't. But... hashtag, we live in a society, right? The only thing we can do is just be loud ourselves, you know, and speak up about what we believe to be good and right. Frickin' Spriggan! Why are you having me fight Spriggan's game? Do you really think I'm ready for this? Oh god. Heal, heal, heal. This bear. I just need to defeat the Spriggan and the bear will go away. No! You're not allowed to heal. That's not fair. Oh, she can't really keep up with me very well, can she? But this bear, though. Ow! Don't bully me! If she heals again. Programmed to notice bad things and ignore good things. We don't need to change the good things. Yeah, that's why people like to preserve the status quo, because it's comfortable. It's comfortable for them when they're not being affected by things. Oh my god. Yes, that'll do. But yeah, people tend to prefer a uncomfortable peace, I guess, or to... God, hold on, I gotta get away from the Spriggan. Oh my god.
Jump on my sword while you...
Oh yeah, you go fight the Spriggan. Maybe this bear will stop chasing after me when she's gone. Oh! Well, the bear's gone. But the Spriggan's still after me.
Today you die.
Yes. Oh, now I gotta fight him. You outlived your usefulness.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic world.
For the most part, humanity moves in a progressive direction. It very much feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, so it takes a long time. Yeah, unfortunately. It doesn't help when you constantly feel like you're being set back and people aren't listening. You know, people lose their confidence in making the system, in working through the system to fix things. And that's when you end up with revolutions. When people lose faith in their institutions. Oh my god, this bandit needs to quit. There. Oh my god. Doesn't even have anything good on him. Maybe his camp does. Can we just point out the fact that in Minecraft you drink bottled things with their caps still on? Huh. I guess you kind of do, huh? Oh god, no, I don't want that 8-pound thing of bear. 8 pounds? Get out of here. Get. Me carrying all that bear. Should I level up? Yeah, I should level up. It's gonna make things harder for me, probably, but I need the stats. Quickly I regenerate. Magicka. I think I need total. I need to upgrade my intelligence. I need to be smarter. Faster, stronger. There we go. Now that I'm not being chased and fighting for my life, we can appreciate the majesty of this snowy landscape. I think I need to climb that mountain. But unfortunately, I don't have a horse. Anymore. Continue watching for another 5 or so minutes because it's 1:42 AM and I have school. Yeah, no problem. Definitely make sure you get some good sleep for school. I actually managed to get a decent amount of sleep last night. I went to bed early. It was weird. I went to bed before midnight even, which is uncharacteristic of me. Dear. Ooh, and a Doomstone. I don't think I've seen any of these yet. Hero's fate is known when the hero's fame is grown. Okay, so I can't use that yet. Not until my fame's higher, I guess. Oh, the exploration music and atmosphere is just so good in this game. Can I make it up the mountain this way? At some point, it's gonna become too vertical for me to. Oh, it might be. No, I can still make it. Right? Rookie time, I watched a stream an entire show one night, entire night, insomnia helped. And I still have it. Yeah, I tend to stay up really late, so I tend to catch a lot of streams from, like, the other side of the world. Which is really cool. No! But yeah, it makes, like, figuring out what time zone I'm in kind of funky, though. Because you'll see me in chats at, like, 3 in the morning and stuff. But it's like, nope, I'm EST. I'm just terrible. Oh my god, I don't know if I can make it up this way. Put my sword away so I can run faster. But yeah, I went to bed at like 11 something. And then I got some donkeys this morning. Which I got into a conversation with this with my coworker, but the mini pancakes that Duncan has, they suck. Don't bother with them. They're stiff, they don't absorb syrup, they taste bland. They're not worth it. 1 out of 10, do not recommend. Just get like one of those like bagel bite things. They're way better. The pancakes, they suck. There, that's my review. 1 out of 10, not worth it. Oh my god, I actually made it. I made it up the frickin' mountain. And the shrine's just up there. I draw power from the well. Let's see. What else have I been up to? Well, like I mentioned earlier, and again, thank you to whoever it was that gifted the toaster oven. Thank you. I've been playing around on Throne. I put up a bunch of like stream setup upgrade stuff mostly, and then it's like I should put some like fun stuff on here that would just be like really nice to get like snacks. But I'm still brainstorming stuff, and I'm totally open to suggestions too if anyone has any. Ow. Because I honestly have a hard time thinking of stuff for myself a lot of the time. Like, unless I'm, like, scrolling through, like, the Hot Topic website or something, I don't know what I want most of the time. Like, my mom will ask me what I want for, like, holidays or my birthday, and I'm like, let me get back to you on that. I'm so boring. I'm like, I need socks.
I'm trying to concentrate, if you don't mind.
Okay, then. Yeah, most of the time I just like getting stuff for other people. So, like... Oh! I looked away for a second. Did that dude just teleport? I could swear he was just standing in front of me. Khajiit and Argonian women. What abouts them? They say
I'm trying to concentrate.
Well, she's not.
This place is sacred.
Will any of these people talk to me?
You have entered a holy
Oh,
place.
thank you.
What is your business here? These are dark times, and people's minds are poisoned by rumors and superstition. Unless you can persuade me of your good intentions, I cannot speak further on this matter.
So does that mean I need his disposition to be higher? Okay.
Say what you're going to say.
Say what you need to say. Okay, let's see. Yes. No. Okay, so I think he likes these two and hates these.
You can't scare me. No. I wish I... You're revolting.
Okay. I think I figured it out for him. Yay, the face wiggling game. It's so subtle between, like, the slightly dislikes and slightly likes. It's like, you just gotta look at their eyebrows. It's the only way to tell sometimes.
Not fun. Really now. You're such a charmer. Well
oh,
done.
Okay.
You should be ashamed. What a great story. Goodness. What can I say? Get away from me. Really? Is that so?
We're getting there, we're getting there.
What a wonderful compliment. I wish you're wasting your breath. What a wonderful compliment. Well done. Is that so? Please, I wish you should be ashamed.
I wonder if that's high enough. That's the long school test answer. Oh, hey, Andrew! You should be ashamed. What a great story. Let me see. I wonder if that's high enough. Let's try.
This is the shrine of us. If you wish to speak to the lady,
he's talking to me
visit
now.
her shrine at dawn or dusk. Leave her an offering of glow dust, and perhaps she will deign to speak with you.
Oh, please let me. Oh, please let me have kept some of my glow dust. Oh, please. Okay, I still have to.
Go then.
I was like, no, they're not saying I need to go fight more Will of the Wisps, are they? This is like close to dawn, right? Rue, friends with who? How you doing, Andrew? How's your Wednesday?
I have seen your name, traveler, and heard it whispered in twilight. I ask a service which holds promise of fame and reward. Many years ago, 5 followers slew the vampire Dratic and its kin, but all were infected by the foul creature. Knowing their fate, they sealed themselves up in the vampire's lair. Their suffering weighs heavily on me. Travel to the gutted mine. The door will open to you. Bring the piece of death to my followers, and you shall earn my gratitude.
Alright. I have to go fight some vampires. Monk. Alright. This is my active quest now. I'ma go rest. Bye-bye, Bonk. Have a good rest, Wispy-Coon. Sweet dreams. Hope you get some good rest. Will the Wisp, good fire type move. They automatically gives the target the burn status. God, I've been struggling against the Will the Wisp because I realized what my mistake was. I needed to be kiting them because they only start.
I'm in danger.
I might be in danger. Constant danger. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be in danger once I answer the mine. What's rest? What I've said before, even if you have insomnia, just laying down in bed and closing your eyes and like just laying there and daydreaming, at least helps trick your body into thinking it's a little more rested. So, highly recommend. I knew it was a Pokemon joke. I didn't trust myself. I was like, that's a Pokemon reference, right? What the? Oh, I walked right into a trap. My health. Eventually, my restoration skill will be high, and I can use major healing. But yeah, I thought that was a Pokemon reference. I'm such a fake Pokemon fan. Oh, I got him. Oh, never mind. He's got me. Oh, stop. Let me attack. Oh my god. Oh, healing. And let's do some of these potions I have here. Oh. I'm doing damage, but I'm so squishy. Oh god, I don't have any more healing, do I?
Tell me what you got.
What? Okay, wait. Okay, false alarm. Oh my god, my my health. Oh my god. Let's sleep, rest, love, baby, don't hurt me. I've been playing a huge Pokemon ROM hack the past couple months. Pokemon's burning into my brain these days. Yeah, it's everywhere, especially with the remix that came out. You have to rest when enemies are nearby. Long sort of depletion. Is it good? I've been tempted to play the new Pokemon game. Oh, ooh, 11 damage. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that for if I run into anything that needs a magic or silver weapon, because that might save my life. I miss, how versed are you in Cthulhu mythos? Admittedly, not very. You dream of walking through the cool night air. Your body cries for blood, having not fed for days. Weakly, you stumble to a small pool. As you bend down to it, you see that it's not water in the pool, but warm, fresh blood. Steam rising off of it. You lower your head to drink, but cannot open your mouth. As you realize in horror that your lips have been sewn shut, a pair of cold, white hands reach out from the pool and draw you under. Ooh, I liked that one. That was a cool nightmare. That was neat. It says right now, if I had to visit the GB corner because I had a headache and it works very well. What's that?
Who's there?
Oh, I should save. How do you mistake blood for water at first glance? Oh, you know, that clear blood shine? I have no idea. Oh god, 2 at once? I don't know.
I'm just warming up, pathetic worm.
Why can't you do friendly fire?
That's the best you can do.
Oh god. They have orcish armor on.
Show me what you've got.
GBA? Oh god. Actually, wait, you're vampires too, aren't you? This should be an even playing field.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Actually, yes, because the sun. Let me out! Oh god, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. That freaking hammer, yeah? I'll use the quick save. That was before I entered combat. So I can prepare a little. But what can I do? What if I give them one of them burden? Then they can't move. How are they still moving? You shouldn't be allowed to move.
Why won't you die?
What is as combined with Mr. and put after the word Gibby? I have no idea. Oh god. Can I trick one of them to falling down this mountain? What? Excuse me? Oh, okay. I fell down the mountain. This is fine. Oh, what's that? my body just like spazzed out. You got steam physics there for a second. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Karl, Lucid, I have to take my leave. Have a great stream. Thank you for being here, Blair. Have a great rest of your night. Oh my god, this glass hammer is killing me. What do? Do I have any other poisons? Maybe damage fatigue? I can get them to just pass out. Yeah, I hear you right behind me. My health. Oh god, I don't have anything that restores my health. Which is bad. I should fix that. Maybe next time I die. Oh, the sun killed me. Discovered that emote. Goodness, I love it. I love that emote. It's so good. It's such a mood. Anytime I run into a bug, that's my face. I'm just like... I'm just like, what? What just happened? Okay, I'm gonna buy some potions, because... I've got all this money. And I keep dying. Oh, I can't... Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna buy some health drinks. Some freaking health drinks, because I need them desperately. Okay. Okay, the sun is thoroughly set. And I can feed on someone too while I'm in town.
Greetings.
Oh, it turned daytime while I was traveling? Okay, that's fine. Oh, ASMR. Oh, that explains why I haven't heard of that. I don't really watch a lot of ASMR stuff. Feed on someone, how intimate.
Yes.
You know, I just sneak up on people while they're sleeping and just, you know, have a little snack. Who would sell... Oh, Mage's Guild. There's probably someone who sells potions. Because there's usually at least one. I'll just buy out all of their health potions. I should be able to sell a bunch, you're right.
What is it, associate?
Let's see, who's probably in charge of potions? Probably if we wait long enough, they'll just show up. There we go.
Hello.
You.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Yes, you may. Fortify health. No, I need healing.
bargain at any price.
Weak healing. No strong healing. Oh wait, potion of healing.
That's a good
There
deal.
goes all my money. In here, I'll sell you. Uh-huh.
That's a good deal.
Charisma. Yeah, I
I've
don't need
made
that.
a good bit of gold.
Luck. Nah. Wait, is that a... Oh wait, that's another burden potion. That's lying to me. I should keep a few of these. My fine wares. No, those don't come until Skyrim. Well, I mean, we had werewolves in Morrowind. It took until Skyrim for them to come back, though. I remember I really liked the design of the werewolves in Morrowind, though. Restore fatigue. I don't need to restore my fatigue.
Deal there.
Oh, wait. Night Eye. Okay, maybe I'll keep these.
That seems a fair price.
What else should I sell? Oh, I don't need these.
That's a fair... An excellent...
So all the crap that's
a good
just
deal.
taking up space. Including these tongs? What the heck? Argonian and werewolf, that might be weird. I wish they had separate, like, textures for each, like, for, like, the beast types and stuff. Like, if you're a Khajiit werewolf. Like, why is that not a thing? That should be a thing.
Thank you for your...
Okay, so I don't think she had any more healing stuff, but...
Be seeing you.
At least got what I could. And anything, any little bit helps. Oh, wait, I still need to eat someone. Khajiit werewolves are some of the best. Kitty wolf. Right? Like, there's so much opportunity for fun designs there. Or, like, vampire werewolf hybrids. In your dream, you open your eyes to a beautiful blue sky. The sun is bright, but you feel cool, even a bit damp. You draw a breath and begin to cough. If you expel blood and dirt, you've inhaled in your lungs. Oh wait, we've seen this one. We've seen that one before. Fee K9. K feline. K-line.
Hello, associate.
Hello.
Greetings, Guild.
People not asleep yet? It's almost 11. Oh, there's one who's asleep. But I can't have any witnesses. Do these people not sleep? Maybe I should try downstairs. Well, hell, everyone's awake. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Man, I thought I was a night owl. Oh my god, that dude's still there. I just need to eat one of you. But yeah, if I remember right, I think if you're like a hybrid werewolf vampire, all it does is like break your textures. Like it makes you look really weird. No, does no one sleep around here? I'm checking the Fighters Guild. I bet they sleep. You guys also a vampire? He's also waiting for a chance to feed. Oh my god, you're right. We've uncovered his secret. That's why he just stands there all the time. Hello, doggo. Yeah, see, these guys know how to sleep. Nom 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 nom. Just a little nibble for the road. There we go. Ooh, I should also repair my stuff, huh? Because half my stuff is broken. And I'm sure that does not help.
Why aren't you in Water's Edge?
Oh,
You
hello.
need to finish out the contract with Vienna Amir. Got a sword and armor for
I forgot to turn this
her,
quest in.
Not bad work, Neat. Here's your payment for the contract.
Thank you, thank you.
Nothing now, not at your rank. Go see Azan in Anvil. Maybe he's got something.
Ooh, we get to go back to Anvil.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but I can't be promoted yet.
Good day.
How are you?
Figured vampires are just animals, so I'll kill the hunters. Terrible vampires are some of the worst friends to have, with the best comforters to have. Aww. I hope you mean, like, alive and not, like, made into comforters. Because that would be just sad. Practically the only wolf here with experience. I'm an experienced wolf. Okay, I think this is the armor. Killed the last one outside the town, turned around to see the guy decloak and immediately bonked him with my weapon. Suddenly I was in a lot of trouble. Oh no!
The March Rider sells and repairs weapons.
Sells and repairs. It's exactly what I
can
need.
Fix it.
Oh god, my money. Just repair everything. Yeah, just repair it all. Take my money. Actually, wait.
Yes? Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
This is what I want. I want some hammers. It's gotta be a nice, even number. Yes.
You drive a hard... Thank you.
There we go. Now I can repair my stuff.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright. Now that I've got some healing stuff, let's go back to the mine. Oh, actually, I wonder if I can restore the charge on some of my enchanted weapons. Like, maybe someone sells, filled soul gems. Even just like a couple to give me just a few burns on one of my weapons would be extremely helpful. But who... Well, I mean, I might as well take these.
What do you want? Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Alteration skill of 50. Yeah, I don't think I have that.
Farewell.
Who would sell me? What about you?
It's my pleasure. Have a look around.
Aha!
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Well, damn, your prices are pretty high, so that does not bode well. Okay, I can afford a couple.
A bargain. Pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you for your...
There, I have spent all of my money. Oh boy. That's fine. We won't have to suffer forever. Someday, we'll be strong. They'll all fear us. Claymore with Scorching would probably be the most helpful. I think vampires are weak to fire, if I recall. You know, like the sun. Bitch got way too high prices, right? Hello. Hello, goblin? Just spawn me directly in front of a goblin, it's fine. This is fine, game. Totally reasonable thing to do to me. There we go. I was at the wrong mine anyway. That's why I always like to make my vampire characters dark elf, so the resistance and weakness to fire cancel out. That's a good idea. I normally actually play a Dunmer. On Skyrim, my main character, he's a dark elf. Okay, I'm gonna equip play more of Scorching. Alright. Let's give this another go. But yeah, that's smart though. That prize higher than the neon lion, who was literally the highest in Jerome.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Well, technically you didn't see my face yet. Yeah, get out of here. What? How can I contract... How can I contract that when I already am a vampire? Oh my god, they're bullying me! My house. Okay, it's fine. I've got healing. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, my health. Oh. If I had not enchanted this, I would definitely not have made it. Oh my gosh. Ooh. But I lived. Now I just have like a couple more people in here probably, right? Yeah, I have 2 more. 10 and 6. What about my stuff? Am I wearing... Yeah, I have Dwarven. Yeah, so I'll drop... Yeah, I'll drop this. Don't have enough room? There we go. I'm saving after that. Oh. I hope that hammer-wielding dude was the toughest person here. Which, speaking of... 75 pounds! You can keep it. Yeah, I can't carry that. Ooh. Ooh. Secret tunnel. Oh! It's fine. Ooh. Bloodgrass. That reminds me. I should actually go back to Kvatch and see if, I would have any easier of a time incoming. Incoming what? Oh, those little hearts. Alright. I like to be ominous. Oh god. Oh! Hello! Thank you for the raid! Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm about to die. Oh my god, thank you for the follow, Blue Wolf! Thank you, thank you! Hello! Welcome, raiders! How's everybody doing? Can I get a shout out from Ellen Deity, please? Thank you! Raiden Love for the best vampire. Thank you! You're so sweet. Can someone please shout out? Thank you, thank you. What were you playing? I hope you had a good time. Oh, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Nice. Oh, I saw that was on sale today, too, on the Steam sale. I'm very tempted. I still need to play the first one of the new games. I have it, but I haven't played through it. But if you're on Rise of the Tomb Raider, you must enjoy it, right? Thank you. No problem. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, Mrs. Blacklight. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing on this Wednesday? We are suffering. Close to the end, but suffering. But hey, you're almost there. Is the story good?
Killing spree.
Thank you for the sound. Hello. Awesome stream earlier. You were a joy. Aww. Oh my god, I think I'm about to die. I've been on the struggle bus really hard. Oh, there I go. It's fine. I quick saved. Yeah, I've been kind of on the struggle bus fighting vampires. Love us some Oblivion though. Yeah. Man, it's difficult early game, but it's so stupid fun though. I'm enjoying myself anyway, even if I die a bunch. I could tune down the difficulty, but I'm stubborn. So I think when you have it at 50-50, you and enemies do 1-to-1 damage, but if you change it, it makes them do like twice as much damage, or make you do twice as much damage. Love your mascot. Love the little ear twitch. So precious. Thank you. My next model has way more wiggly ears too, but I'm not using that until I'm actually gonna debut it on the 1st. December 1st. I'm finally gonna debut my new model I've been working on. After all this time, finally. Thank you for the follow, Mrs. Blacklight. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, one of them spotted me. Where are they coming from? This way? I know they know I'm here. Are they just stuck? Hi, Quirky Danny. Aw, it's a cutie emote. She's so cute. Man, wait until you see my bat form on Saturdays. Which this Saturday we're continuing Half-Life. And oh gosh, I love Half-Life so much. I have so much fun every time I play it. Holy lucid dreaming, those 5 million emotes they rained down. Yeah, I finally figured out that I didn't have the Kappa Gen on this overlay and Stream Elements, and I fixed it. So now I got the look. They got the little Santa hats. I activated the seasonal hats and stuff, which are so cute, so freaking worth it. Am I going in circles? Where am I? Oh jeez. You're just a summoned skeleton. Killing you won't do me any good. Oh, I should finish healing. Oh, look at the little hype emotes. I love those so much. I can't wait. I want my animated emote slots already. I have ideas. But I can't act on those ideas until they give me the frickin' slots. Please, Twitch. Oh my gosh, so many great emotes. I'm actually still, like, needing ideas for my other couple regular slots, too. Oh. Secret tunnel. Oh, that's right, this was the secret tunnel I opened before. Oh, is that why they couldn't get me? Oh, they couldn't get to me because the wall was closed. Oh, they're coming now. The shark named Bruce yelling hype. Yelling shark. Man, I thought I was bloodthirsty as a vampire, but these dudes... Oh, you missed! Ow! Okay, you didn't miss that one. Oh, my health! Ugh. No, I lived. I survived one of you. I want to live. Oh, he is right behind me. Let's
get this over with.
Let's not. I'm running outside. Funny story. I make the perfect impression of the skeleton in this game. Their idle sound I can imitate flawlessly with my creaky the crackling of bones in my neck. Oh my god. See, if I'm lucky, I can get this dude to, like, jump to his death. If I don't jump to my death first, oh my god. No!
That's the best you can do.
Oh, I'm gonna try... get major wounds. Wow, that's not really making that much of a difference. Veggie! Hey, Lucid, just stopping by to say, what's up? Doing some Thanksgiving prep. Wish we had you here with us like last time. I'm gonna be lurking, so just, like, scream if you need me. I'm so glad to see you, Benji. Thank you for the lurk. What stuff are you making for Thanksgiving? We were actually talking about Thanksgiving and stuff earlier. Friendsgiving with Benji last year was so fun. He makes a really good turkey. Actually, I think one of my favorite things that you made was that oh god. It was like a salad thing you made with like spinach and I think squash or sweet potato. It was pretty freaking good. Okay, this dude's stuck, I think. He's stuck! Wait! Not too much, but I'm making my bomb-ass turkey again. Nice. Butternut squash with spinach, dried cranberries, and red onion. Yeah, that! Oh, it was so good. I hope you're making that again. I'll think about it. Even if I can't eat it, I'll think of it. Oh, you're not making it? What sides are you making? Can't have turkey with no sides. Oh my god, this is doing like nothing. Hold on. Maybe... yeah, let's do some fireball. Oh, I'm falling. I'm slipping. Oh, thank you. You knocked me right back up the hill. Here it's turkey, garlic, mashed potatoes, corn, green bean casserole, dressing, stuffing that's not stuffed, cranberry sauce, wine, sweet rolls, cinnamon compound butter. Fancy. Now I'm hungry. Oh my god, he's almost dead. Come on! You're so close to death. Yes! Ow. Oh my god, can you imagine if I beat him and then knocked myself off the mountain?
Got him!
I did. I got him. Oh my gosh. I should return to the shrine, but I want to go finish looting that cave now that everyone in there should be dead. Keyword is should. The hungry has been summoned. Hey, hamburger snake! Hamburger. How are you doing? I managed to cheese that fight by not knocking him down the mountain, but by taking the higher ground. I should have known my victory was secure the moment I took the higher ground in that fight. Yeah, let's use that. Oh, and I should keep healing with minor heal wounds, because that takes way too much magicka. Oh! Look at all these arrows! Oh! Yes! Yes, please! It's silver arrows and steel arrows and a storm bow. Holy heck. That's freaking rad. Yes, please. Hey, Lucid, I'm good. How's it going? It's going good. Yeah, a million arrows to the knee and like a bazillion fireballs. But it worked. I had success. Obi-Wan taught us the strength of the higher ground. Exactly. As we all know. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Anakin should have known better. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, I only have 3 lockpicks. Oh my god. Ooh, a hydrate. Okay, I'll take that in just a second. Sneak blue suede shoes. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Poggers. Nice, 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 nice. Save? Yes, I'm saving. And I'm hydrating. Thank you, thank you. And a posture check and stretch. Big stretch. There we go. Take care of yourself, Lucy. You always work hard to keep everyone happy. You can't be thankful enough for all you do. Oh, you're so sweet. That's... oh my god. That warms my heart, Melon Lady. Thank you. I'm glad I helped make y'all happy and entertain you with my silly antics, wandering around, getting beat up by will-o'-the-wisps and fellow vampires. You always warm mine. Oh. Try not to cry. And I wish I could do more for all of you. I want to do some more cool stuff for y'all. Like set up like cool like redeems and stuff. I'm working on it. I have ideas. In fact, this I have the next couple days off from work because of our Thanksgiving break, which just means I get to sleep in and stuff. But I have ideas that I want to try and implement for December 1st. I want y'all to have more things to do, more fun stuff you can do in chat. And I've got ideas, and I'm probably gonna be asking Venji for help because he does a lot of cool stuff as well, and he can help me with like trigger fire and stuff. Where am I going? I'm trying to find my way out of the cave this time. And I'm going the wrong way. I'm supposed to go this way. Super exciting to hear. Yeah, I know I'm like, I'm so behind. I'm really slow to like pick up information and implement things that, you know, classic executive dysfunction. I'm like, I should do this, and then like days pass and I just don't. But I'm pushing myself this week. I'm like, I'm giving myself a deadline. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna implement these ideas. I heard my name. Yes, Venji. I'm probably gonna end up asking you for help on setting up like redeems and trigger fire stuff, since you know what you're doing. Heck, it was you that linked me to it. But yeah. I'm also open to more ideas of stuff to do as well. Oh, I keep wandering into not the place I'm supposed to be, but I keep finding more stuff. So maybe me being lost ain't so bad. What the heck did I just pick up? Something useless. Oh, wait. Oh, yep. A bone. Get out of here. More bones. I got you. Yeah. But yeah, I'm so stoked. I'm so excited. And I expect there's probably gonna be like, you know, the typical scuff stuff. Oh my god, did I finally find the exit? I think I did. It's bean time. Go eat your beans. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, we did it. We did the quest. I lived. I think we can just walk over to the shrine. It's not that far. It's just down the hill. We'll level up our athletics and just run there. Bones. Bean time can mean so many things. I assumed it meant he was gonna eat beans, but... Oh, but you're just prepping beans. Ah, I see. Thank you for the follow! Hi, Gunner Wolf. Or Gunner the Wolf. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Or day, if it's day where you are. Hello, hello! I keep jumping. I need to walk to affect my athletics skill. This isn't Morrowind. I don't need to be jumping everywhere. Oh, Azura.
Thank you, mortal. Their spirits are free, and henceforth above my shrine, 5 bright candles shall burn forever in memory of their sacrifice. For your service, take this token, that your deeds might be entered in the Book of Fate.
Nice, nice, nice. Thank you for allowing her followers the peace of death. She rewarded me with Azura's star. We got our first Daedric artifact. And it's a super useful one. You can just call me Gunner at 7:55 p.m. here. Ah, so it is night. So I hope you've had a good day so far, then. Probably need more regular viewers or subs first, though. Dig these walls, fountains of emo. It's tempted to put... Oh! Yeah, I mean, you might as well just do them anyway. You know, no point in waiting for when you have more viewers and stuff before implementing cool stuff like that, right? Just might as well do it. I have to step out and do some things. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Much love. See you, chat. Oh, I need a drink. There we go. Much love. See ya, chat. See ya, Sandwich. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing, Riot. And if I don't see you again, have a good rest of your night. Or I guess would it be morning for you? I suppose. Yeah, like don't let that stop you. Let's see. So now that we've got the Azura's stone, must be level 20. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for at least telling me what level I need to be. Level 14. Oh, technically I'm level 15, because I could level up again. My willpower's damaged. Alchemy, athletics. Okay, so not too much longer, and then I can do that quest. So in the meantime... Oh, I know. I can go back down to Anvil. We can go to the Fighters Guild. Or... maybe I should try Kvatch again. Let's try Kavach, because it's been a while. We haven't been back here since, level 4. So it's been a while. Because we were getting our butt kicked before by even, like, these little scamps, so... Ow. Like, I can actually do damage to them now, so I think we're good. I think I can actually damage them. Ooh, posture check. I am sitting at attention. Willpower is always damaged when 5 PM hits. Same, though? I'ma head out. Love ya. Have a good stream. I've streamed Skyrim myself, so good luck. Thank you. Have a great rest of your night. And yeah, I like Skyrim, too. It's been a while since I played through the full campaign. I should probably do that. Maybe after I do Oblivion. I'm torn between... Well, I'll probably do a simultaneous Morrowind playthrough at some point. And then at some point, I'll do Skyrim. But when I play Skyrim, I'm probably gonna actually do mods for Skyrim. Maybe some fun ones. Hope I'd be able to handle... Well, if I can handle streaming Oblivion, I should be able to handle streaming Skyrim, right? I would hope. Crossing fingers and toes. Oh, I do have to deal with Atronox now. But at least I can take care of scamps. That gives me a little more confidence. For death. Started Skyrim again a couple days ago. Forgot how great that game is. I mean, there's a reason why they keep re-releasing it, like, every other year. You know, Skyrim for your toaster, Skyrim for your fridge. Because it's legitimately good. Morrowind is still probably always going to hold a special place in my heart, though. It's probably always going to be my favoriteest favorite. And I still need to play Daggerfall. Because Daggerfall is the one that lets you go all over Tamriel. And has, like, the procedurally generated dungeons and stuff. Which is just nuts. Ah! Getting killed by the plants. But yeah, I'm really curious about how Starfield's gonna turn out. Considering we've barely seen anything of it. But they've had so much time to work on it. My health. Ah. Oh! No, 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 no. I almost killed it. It's alright, I quick saved it. Let's see if I have any stronger weapons, actually. And... ooh. Yeah, maybe I should switch to the Claymore. Or... yeah, actually... ooh. This is a cool looking sword. Oblivion has such lovely colors. Ah, I agree. Oblivion has, like, such vivid, like, really bright colors. It's just something I feel like you don't see too much in a lot of, like, medieval RPGs. You usually see a lot of, like, brown. A lot of browns and grays. But Oblivion is very much leaning into, like, the colorful... in a ways that I don't see as many games doing. It's nice, it's refreshing. Alright, I'm saving again. You can never get into Skyrim, oddly. It just looks so depressing and bland, visually speaking. Yeah, for me it's not as much about the colors. For me, what bores me about Skyrim specifically is just, like, the enemies. Like, compared to some of the crazy stuff you fight in Morrowind, or even like some of the like Daedra and stuff that you fight in Oblivion, Shivering Isles was great. Yes, I agree. Also, hi! I don't think I've seen you in chat before, but I've seen you around. I think I've seen you in... Have I seen you in Swin's chat? I feel like I have. How do I pronounce your name, by the way? The Nassif Factory. Maybe not. I've definitely seen you around before. I'm trying to remember where. But how are you doing? Hello, hello. Dragonborn DLC was badass. Dragonborn was alright. Mostly because it reminded me... Oh, sodium chloride. Oh! You're right. The salt factory. Oh! Oh! Oh, I've definitely seen you around before. Yeah, I thought I recognized your name. Hello, hello! Yeah, Dragonborn DLC... I remember I liked it better than Dawnguard. But again, mostly because I liked just being reminded of Solstheim. Because Blood Moon... I really love the Blood Moon DLC from Morrowind. My first destination whenever I would whenever I would start a new Morrowind game was always to go to Solstheim, like ASAP. And then level up by just fighting wolves. Because once you get the Ring of Hercene, you can, like, cheese a bunch of, like, bosses and stuff by just hiding in a corner, turning into a werewolf, and then just killing everything in, like, one hit. It's great. I liked Oblivion a lot more than Skyrim. Honestly, kind of same. It took me a long time, admittedly, to finally work up the motivation to finish Skyrim. It's just, I don't know, I kept losing interest whenever I would play. I would get distracted doing, like the faction quests were the most fun. Like, the Dark Brotherhood, so much fun. In both Oblivion and Skyrim. There we go. But the main quest in Skyrim, just, it never really pulled me in. Or, like, it felt like it was fighting pulling me in. Skyrim felt more like a more streamlined Oblivion. Oh yeah, definitely. Everything was way more streamlined. I think in part because they were thinking more about, like, console gamers and stuff, too, for, like, the UI design. Oh, I'm over encumbered. I guess I am, aren't I? I wonder if I can use this on that stone. Can I... Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, wait. I don't have enough right now. But I bet. Actually, wait, no. 428. How much magicka do I have? Oh, yeah, I definitely can't use that yet. Darn. Oh, well. I had the same thing with Fallout 4. Loved that game, but didn't care at all about the main quest. Man, I couldn't even finish Fallout 3. I still need to go back and play New Vegas, because I've heard it's actually good. Here, I'm just gonna drop these. Get out of here. Oh. Oh, there's an Atronach up there. But yeah, I still need to play New Vegas, because every time I try to play, it just crashes. But, yeah, the original, the Fallout 3, the OG, I had it on Xbox. And there was another one I just couldn't finish. I got, like, the side quests were pretty interesting, but the main quest just, again, never pulled me in. So I totally agree. Like, I think Oblivion does a better job of pulling you into the main quest. I mean, the ending is kind of like, well, you either love it or you hate it. I certainly have my feelings on it, but it definitely pulls you in way more. Like, you got like the Emperor dying right in front of you, and he's like, "You have to find my soul heir." And then you go to the freaking Oblivion gates, and it's just like, whoa. Like, it's so freaking cool. Like, God, I remember the first time I stepped into an Oblivion gate. God, I remember the first time they showed you walking toward an Oblivion gate in a trailer, and I was so hyped. And I never felt any of that kind of level of excitement when I was playing, like, Skyrim. Like, maybe the first time you fight a dragon. You're like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever, holy shit. Yeah. But then eventually, when you fought, like, 20 or 30 dragons, they kind of just become big cliff racers. Maybe not as bad, because cliff racers were pretty bad. But, like, enough so that, like, it stops, the novelty kind of wears off after a while. It's like you're decked out in full dragon bone armor, and you're like, oh, look, another one. I'm gonna go work on some art, Lucy. Thank you for the great time. You're amazing as always, and I'm glad I got to share some love with you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh, I froze for a second. I'm back. Anyway, thank you so much. Good luck on your arts. I bet I bet it's gonna be so cool, whatever you're working on. But have a great rest of your night. And thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I have a whole armory full of guns and stuff named after bunny rabbit related stuff. Oh, that's cool. You're redesigning your VTuber. Oh, that's cool. Did you already reveal the design, or is it a secret? Is it going to be a surprise? I always max out alchemy, enchanting, and smithing in Skyrim, so I have gear that's so overpowered that 14 shot... Yeah, exactly. 14... I 4-shot legendary dragons with my bow if I drink a fortify archery potion. That's nuts. Yeah, I also specialize in smithing and enchanting and alchemy. Oh my god, this thing is not letting up. Let me heal. Just a little bit. Get out of here. Oh, my health. Oop, I broke the sound for restoring my health. Still working on it, but I'll tease it soon. Ooh. It's exciting. Here, I'm just gonna wait an hour. Ooh, have I seen this one? I don't think I've seen this one. In a dream from your childhood, you remember playing hiding games with your young friends on a warm summer afternoon. You hide in your parents' barn, sure you will not be found. Soon, the sweet smell of hay is replaced by a darker, sickly smell. You move deeper into the barn, only to stumble on the rotting corpses of your parents, their throats ripped out. You try to scream as your parents rise and pull you into an embrace. Man, these vampire dreams are so cool. Personal favorites, Morrowind. Love the digitigrade legs that Argonians and Khajiit had, though not having shoes sucked. I completely agree. I wish that they had kept the beast feet for Oblivion and Skyrim. But apparently they were like, well, we don't want to keep having to model different legs and not let the player wear shoes. But, like, I've seen modders come up with, like, beast variants of shoes. And, like, yeah, I guess it would have been more costly asset-wise to do that, but it would have been so cool. I liked them having the different feetsies. But yeah, Morrowind's also my favorite. I remember enchanting... Oh, Skyrim has a max of 3 digits for weapon damage, so I always get a display error that shows us 10% of my actual damage. I didn't even know that. So you're doing, like, over 1,000 damage. It's like, I don't know, I can't calculate that much. You're too powerful. The scouter can't read your power level. I remember enchanting a dagger in this game. I don't remember if I modded it or not. It was like 1 damage of the element's weakness to element and weakness to magic, and it would just stack the effects the more you hit. would eventually vaporize an enemy if you hit him enough. That's amazing. The fact that the kinds of enchantments and spell crafting you can do in this game are just, they can be so crazy. Like, it's one of the great things about this game is just how nuts you can get with crafting stuff like that and creating things. Because I don't think Skyrim is nearly that, like, free to, like, do crazy stuff and mix crazy enchantments together. Zombie parents, dead hugging. I mean, I'm a vampire, so it's like the undead hugging the dead, right? Always draw my Argonians with their original legs. Good. I like the original leggies. I want them to let you be an Aftig Khajiit? Is that a type of Khajiit? Like a certain fur pattern or something? In Elder Scrolls 6. I hope that they do some really cool stuff with Elder Scrolls 6. It would be a waste if they didn't. Oh, I remember when I dropped my iron armor here. How's my sword doing? It went okay. Oh, it's a German term. God. I don't know if I can fight two of you at once. Oh, God. Oh no, I might die. Yep. Oh my God, I don't think... Okay, so I need to strategize about this. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough magic to use that anytime soon. I have like a fourth of that. Can't cast that either. Maybe Fireball? Because these restore Magicka, so... I feel like I'd be a fool not to try doing this. Ugh! Oh! No, don't stun lock me! Don't stun lock me! No, not yet! No! Gosh darn it. It almost worked. But man, they are relentless. They do not let up once they start attacking. Let's see. Means big burly woman. But it's a Khajiit breed name? That's interesting. Are they like big fluffy Khajiits? I hate how in Skyrim with alchemy you have to eat the ingredients to find out what the effects do. So I ate troll fat, giant toes, and antlers, just to name a few. Oh no. I mean, yeah, because like you can eat ingredients in Morrowind and Oblivion to learn their effects too, but it's not necessary. You can also just increase your alchemy skill and stuff by making potions and just guessing the ingredients. Like, I think I'm a journeyman now in alchemy, so now I can see the first three effects. Which I think that works. I think that system works fine. At least that's the only place I've seen the word used. 17 breeds of Khajiit, and not all of them are humanoid. They have little ones that are identical to house cats, and either have family members with thumbs move things for them or just use magic. I think that's so neat. I think I've read that before too, that there's like house cat sized Khajiit. It's like, how interesting would that be if like, oh yeah, my uncle's like a house cat. Like, it's just interesting. I wish we'd see more of that. Like, I wish we'd see more variants of Khajiit just wandering around. But I guess we'll probably have to wait until we have an Elder Scrolls game in Elsewhere. Some of them act as spies for the Khajiit outside elsewhere. Well, yeah, I mean, if you just mistake a Khajiit for, like, a regular house cat, like, that's sneak level 1000. Alright, let's... Come on, eat fireballs. I just have to be relentless, too. No! Yes! Okay. Oh, that's the wrong spell. Because I need to heal now. Alright. That kind of worked, so I'm gonna do that again. There are an elder shows online. During the Witches Festival, there's a Khajiit with a witch's hat training to be a witch. Oh, that's so cute. I feel like I would probably get into ESO if I gave it another try. I haven't tried it since the beta? Yeah, it's not since the beta. Like, way back in, like... Oh god, not the stun lock! Oh god. It takes so long for me to recover from a knockback that I just freaking die. Ugh. It's brutal. Like, as soon as it comes after me, like, and gets too close, it's over. Don't do the headbutt! No! What the heck happened to my fireball? There we go. Why is the combat music still going? Something's still trying to kill me. Fortunately, at launch, ESO was horrible. They fixed the problems. Yeah, I remember I tried playing the beta, and at least twice I fell through the world. And I remember it just played really weird. It felt like a really weird, laggy Skyrim. But I've seen, like, so many videos and stuff since then that makes me... I believe you. I believe it's gotten a lot better. And it makes me want to give it another try. I only started playing earlier this year, though, so I didn't get the experience during its bad time. Yeah, I only played it during the beta, and that was forever ago. So I'm sure the game is way better now. Really need to get back to ESO. Never really stick with it long enough to get attached. Of course, I'm already involved with Final Fantasy XIV, so I'm quite preoccupied. That's another one I want to get into. Although right now, my account's in a weird state where Square's website says that I don't have an account, but it says that I have an account already with that email. So it's like, which is it, Square? Do I exist or not? You know, I think therefore I am. Therefore, do I have an account? Like, Square, please tell me. Let me in. I want to play. At some point, I need to figure that out. I'm probably gonna have to email someone, which is absolute nightmare. Oh, hello. Oh, goodness. You gonna go for it?
Yeah!
Yeah! I knew you'd go for it.
Whoa!
Throwing your spiral.
Yeah!
It's true. It is in a state of existing and not existing. All at once. Oh my goodness. Ooh. 12. My god, my stuff's already breaking. But what's my shield? 10? 24 pounds. 14 pounds. That's not really much of an improvement. Repair my boots. Actually, I'll repair all my stuff. All my stuff's broken! All my stuff is broken. See, the more stuff I repair, eventually I'll be a journeyman and then I can repair magic items. That's the hashtag goal. Ooh, I wonder if any of his armor's good. 10, 644. Maybe the boots? 3, 4. The boots are slightly better. I don't have enough room. Give me that. Where would I have enough? There. Get out of here. Yeah, this was one of the few mods I did put in, was that you can take armor from the Dremora, because why shouldn't you be able to take the armor from them? Like, they're wearing armor, why can't I take it? That seems like a natural thing they should have just had as a feature. Oh god, I should have healed! No, 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 no. Get out of here. Let me out! Oh my god, my health is always... Oh my god. I don't think I have any healing potions. Oh! I have a couple. Oh, I'm gonna die! I can't outrun him! Oh, he's right there! If only heal major wounds actually healed my wounds majorly. Ha, you can't jump in curves like I can. Oh! Oh god, he summoned something. Did he summon a clan fear? Okay, it doesn't look like... Ah! Get out of here. Oh. Oblivion's Caress. What the heck is that? Ooh. That looks cool.
Pro gamer move.
Heck yeah. But now I can't move. I gotta drop something. Or a couple somethings. Well, I guess I'll... I shouldn't drop the regular longsword because I can't repair... Well... I don't have enough room. I never have enough room to drop things. There we go. Ooh. Pretty. Let's see, just like my mental health. I can most certainly recommend Final Fantasy XIV. Been playing for like 6 to 7 years now. Dang, that's a long time. If you're not meant to take it, they should just turn to dust or something. Yeah, right? Like, why show them with equipment on them if you can't take it? It just makes... it's just silly. There's something still hunting me, but I'm gonna go over here to get this Magicka essence while I heal. Oh! They're up there. That's where they're seeing me. I see. If I could see them more clearly, I could snipe them with a bow. Oh! I can snipe them with the bow. Hold on, hold on. Where's the storm bow? With the glass arrows. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, a posture check. Thank you. My posture was being terrible. How did you know? How did you guess? Where is that scamp? Oh. Nice, nice, nice. This is working. No, don't move! Where'd you go? Oh, I can't see him. I know you're up there. Is that him? Oh, it is him. Oh. I see a scamp, but I think it's a summon scamp. It's the Dremora I need to kill. Oh. Get over here. Actually, he's weak enough I could probably kill him up close. Where's the door? Because all gamers go shrimp when they're in gamer mode. In the gamer zone. You're right. You're absolutely calling me out. The gamer instinct to curl up into a ball when you're concentrating. It's like you hunch over, you squint your eyes, you lean your face closer into the screen. If you're playing a racing game, you lean in whatever direction you want to go in. Yes, blood fountain. Restore me. Oh, that just goes back around in the circle. That's right. So where's that from? Oh! You, get over here. Why aren't you wearing clothes? I haven't taken them from you yet. Evidence of deception. Ooh, so they have like different effects. So this one just drains personality and luck. I'm not gonna bother with that one. I wish I could carry more stuff. Oh, wait a minute. How heavy are 2 pounds each? Wait, what effects does it have? Restore health? Yes! Finally, a use for the painted troll fat. That's a pretty nice potion. Yes. Ooh. It's worth a lot of money, but I don't think I'd get that much money for it if I tried to sell it. I feel like the shopkeeper would just not give me what it's worth. So I don't know if it's worth carrying around 10 pounds of staff. I guess I'll just drop it if I can't. Oh, I need to save. Okay, saved. Oh, hey Genesis, by the way. Hello, hello. I didn't say hi. When I was a kid, I would always stand up and jump around while I was playing. There were definitely certain games... I would stand up to play. Because I'd get, like, really into it. Daedra Heart and Troll Fat. Will it blend? Ugh. I fear the Clan Fear way more than I fear the Dremora. Just because they can so easily stunlock you. Once they start comboing with the headbutt. Get out of here. But it seems I'm mostly just at risk of that happening if they back me up into a corner. Because otherwise, I can't fend them off. Restore my health a little bit more. Man, my restoration skill better be bonkers at some point. At some point soon, so I can use major healing. Oh! Right on cue. Saving. I'm saving that. Oh, another clan fear. No! No, not that one, but... I trick it into standing here and getting... Ow. Nope, it decided to punish me for trying to run. Come on. There we go. Man, their claws are worth a bunch, but they weigh 2 pounds each. Not sure if it's worth taking so many. Just casually trying to loot the corpses on the walls. Some of them might have money. I'm just gonna wait the hour. Heal me. Save. Man, going along these bridges would stress me out when I was a kid, because I was so afraid I would fall off. And I did. I did fall off a few times. Especially, like, once you get to the higher levels and there's, like, a frickin' Daedroth on the bridge.
Quickly!
Hello? Oh, wait, I think he was gonna talk to me. Maybe? Hold on. I'll use my autosave.
Over here! Quickly!
I might have been overzealous. Hold on. Are you gonna fight me or are you talking to me? Oh!
Should not be here, mortal! Your blood is forfeit! Your flesh is mine!
Okay, now we fight him. I just wanted to hear his cool voice, I admit it.
In the cage! Over here!
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Stay away.
Well, he's nice, right? He's so welcoming. Yeah. The Jamora aren't so tough. Not compared to those clan fear.
Quickly! Quickly, there's no time! You must get to the top of the large tower. The Sigil Keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion Gate open. Find the Sigil Stone. Remove it and the gate will close. Hurry! The Keeper has the key. You must get the key.
I think I got it. Can I let
Take
you go?
The key. Don't worry about me. There's no time. Get moving!
Can I not free you? You're just gonna... Oh, well... Okay, bye. Just a regular mace. Meh. Bet you could have just beat him up with the cough drop. Like one of those, strawberry-flavored halls. Oh, I see that clan fear down there. I'm gonna use the bow. That can't get me from down there. Oh, I'm out of... Hold on. I gotta switch arrows. I got plenty of dwarven arrows. No, stop moving! Why are you moving? Oh, is it coming to get me? Oh, nope, it can't. Oh, there's two? Definitely glad I'm up here. I have the high ground, Anakin. The Keeper has the key. The sun is hot, water's wet. And it's like, bruh, didn't you just watch me fight him? I clearly already got the key. Oh! I almost fell. Come on, where are you? There you are. This pro skill shooting through that gap in the architecture. Oh, I can sprint while with my bow drawn. Oh, I got it. Nice. Nice. Now I feel comfy going down. Damn, my swords don't last at all. Sword durability goes up when your blade skill goes up, right? Which, let me see. Journeyman. Like, I think when I get to the stage that comes after Journeyman, I think my sword durability, like, doubles, doesn't it? Am I remembering that right? Or is it, like, smithing or armor that, increases your item durability? Wait, no, I wasn't ready! There goes my ride. At least I got my arrows back. Come back down. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else down here. Just killing those clan fear and getting that XP. Alright, there we go. Welcome back, Benji! Read the green beans a bedtime story, patted the stuffing croutons on the head, telling them to go the fuck to sleep. Amazing. I bet they're gonna be delicious. Especially after a nice bedtime story. Benji, I forget, have you played Oblivion? Because you played Skyrim, I'm pretty sure you've said before. Ooh, money. Hey, Try! I have awoken. You have! And we're finally, like, making our way through our first Oblivion gate. Finally, after all this time. I felt slightly confident enough to be able to live through a tower. Played some. Got scared of the close-ups on NPCs and stopped playing. Amazing. That's absolutely amazing. A reason to stop. The faces were terrifying. Valid. Hey, ya Try. Hey, ya Benji. Hello, everyone. Hello. Ow. I love the bongo. Benji, give me some good vibes and cross your fingers, because I really want my animated emote slots, dang it. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on follower emotes, too. Oblivion, the unexpected Star Leaper horror of the game of the year. Man, we haven't even gotten to the haunted house yet. Well, actually, we have the quest for it. We just don't have the money to buy it. We can't afford the haunted house. Yet. But trust me, I will have that house. I will have spooky house. It's just a matter of time. A matter of saving the money. Which I wasted, like, most of my money on potions earlier, so... Rip. Crosses hard and hopes to buy. Thank you, Benji. Found out my aunt wants to have Thanksgiving at 1, so I banked all of my sleep for today and energy drink it tomorrow. Thanksgiving at 1? That's super early for Thanksgiving. I'm used to it being, like, in the evening. Very happy stay awake. Yeah, good luck. Family are weird and want to have Thanksgiving at 11 a.m. That's super, super early. Or at least I'll be home in the afternoon. Ooh, that's true. That means you don't have to be around any annoying family members for too long. Assuming you have any. I know, right? I don't know why. Yeah, like Thanksgiving's an evening meal. It's a dinner. So it should be eaten at dinner time. Right? Although there are some people who eat dinner super early, like regularly, like that's like their thing. Oh wait, these are the same door. So do I need to be on the other side? Where's there another door? Oh, I probably need to go on the other side. There? Wait. Yeah, I think I need to be on the other side. 11 a.m. Who the heck is cooking turkey? That's right! You'd have to get up super early to cook, just to cook the turkey. You'd have to be up since, like... Yeah, like 5 a.m. Like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Alright, yeah, this is the door. Yeah, this is the door. This is the one I needed. My family don't cook turkey for Thanksgiving. They've ordered takeout from a restaurant. Oh. You are extremely enthusiastic about stabbing me. Stop it.
Whoa.
I'm actually managing to hold my own against the Dremora, at least. That's a positive sign. Anyway, let's see. Gotta reread. Family don't cook turkey for Thanksgiving. Order takeout from a restaurant, which is fine. Just fine, because I won't have to eat an overcooked, dehydrated turkey. Yeah, that's definitely takeout would be better than overcooked turkey. That's like the worst. Unless you have gravy. If you have lots of gravy, that can kind of save a dehydrated turkey. Kind of like A1 sauce on a really dry, overcooked steak. It's like, this can at least be edible. It won't be like a good experience, but it'll be edible. I can sustain myself and eat. Everyone's favorite bird? Like to eat? Living? My favorite bird? I mean, ravens are super cool, obviously. Yeah, I like corvids. They're so smart. And they're cool looking. Owls are pretty cool, too. I like blue jays and cardinals. I love their heads. I like their fancy heads. For your sake, if the fam can't cook the turkey right, I feel that one. That's why my turkey's covered in ghee, seasoned to high hell, stuffed the funk with aromatics like celery, carrots, and onion. The onion. Yeah, you gotta put a lot of love into a turkey to get it to taste like good and be moist and not terrible. Like, man, my mom makes a great turkey. She like will regularly go and just slather it and drizzle it with butter constantly, and it's so good. And she's generous with the seasonings. But I haven't had one of my mom's Thanksgiving turkeys in forever. Why are you taking so long to kill? You have no armor. Get back here. Don't kill me! Oh my god. For someone with no armor, he almost killed me. Mine's a raven, but to eat is chicken, fried or not. Okay, I've had duck only like a few times, mostly when I briefly had HelloFresh. But I really liked duck when I was able to cook it. I never see it in grocery stores. I don't know where you normally would get duck. Because, like, I don't see it in stores. I don't know where people get it. Like, I don't know. Must be, like, some secret, like, rich person source for food. I don't know. But, man, I wish I could have more... I wish that duck was, like, regularly available, like, in a grocery store. And was, like, the similarly priced to chicken, because I would eat it all the time. It's so good. But, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be. It's probably considered pretty fancy, huh? Darn. Instead of doing stuffing, have dressing and use an onion instead. That's my trick. That's my plan. Plus, you don't risk salmonella from undercooked stuffing. Yeah. Have ketchup as the spiciest thing they can stand. Family dinners are so bland, they're almost flavorless. I'm so sorry. That's a crime. Ketchup is garbage. I'm so sorry. I'm so sad for you. I'm rooting for you. Getting some spice in your life. Some seasonings. It's in grocery stores here. You can definitely find them in Asian markets. Ooh. You know, I haven't tried looking at any Asian markets near me. I'm sure there must be some. I had to leave for a big while, but I'm back. Welcome back, Noble. Welcome. Haven't had good duck. Every time I've tried it, I didn't care for it. Whenever I order it from places like there's a few Thai places near me that have duck. And, like, the sauce will be great, but the duck will be, like, overcooked and dry. So I totally get that. If it's done wrong, it's just not good. But, like, the couple times I've cooked it myself when I had the HelloFresh, like, meal kits, oh, so good. So I know what well-cooked, like, decent duck tastes like. And it's kind of ruined me for restaurant duck that you order that's, like, bland and terrible. That's it, I'm cooking for all of you. Come on over. Yes, please, Benji, feed me. Oh, although, Benji, were you here? Were you here when someone anonymously gifted me a toaster oven through Throne? So I'll be able to use a toaster oven. I'll be able to cook like chicken nuggets and pizza. I'm so stoked. Hello? Yeah! I know, right? I was so shook. Third favorite bird is northern cardinals, because I always saw them as past family members in the shape of birds. Oh, that's a beautiful sentiment. And also, cardinals are really cool, so... As soon as I was a teenager, I tried various other foods, and in college found Indian and Thai food, but I'd be honored if you made something for me. Aww. That's so sweet. Yeah, I didn't try Indian food for the first time until I went to college. And then, I realized that butter chicken and mango lassi and naan with, God, just all of it's so good. Like, Benji knows the place I'm talking about. But they would come to campus, like, once a week. And you can bet I was in line every week to get lunch there. Because it was so freaking good. One of the things I miss, too, is being able to eat that butter chicken and dip some naan in it. Oh, I miss it. That was some good butter chicken. Like, there was some other stuff I liked, too. Like, oh, I've had some really good desserts. But the butter chicken is always reliably something I find yummy. Hummingbirds are pretty based as well. Yeah, hummingbirds are so cute. Have you ever seen... Oh, God. This clan fear... Can't follow me through that. I can heal. Yeah, have you ever seen a hummingbird sit? I think only a few years ago I saw like a I guess it was a TikTok or something. I don't know, it was a video I saw on Twitter where it was a little hummingbird landing on someone's finger to sip some water. And it was the cutest freaking thing. They have such tiny little feet. It was so cute. Hummingbirds are adorable. Let's see. I don't have any Restore Magica anything, huh? I thought about applying for Throne 2, but 1, barely have stuff on my Amazon wish list, and 2, Brazil is not available. Oh no! I was gonna say if it was a lack of invite. I have like 3. But if it's not in Brazil yet, then... Oh. That sucks. But maybe I'll get there eventually. And if so, like I said, I have invites. When I moved out of my family's place, my first roommate, I ate dinner from an Indian restaurant so often I got a 10% discount from the owner whenever he's in the restaurant. That's awesome. That's freaking sweet. Wish I went to more buffets, but it's always dangerous because Pink hates cilantro, so I've literally made phone calls to these places asking, hey, I know that cuisine relies on cilantro, but got anything without it? Yeah, I know a lot of people that have the cilantro taste like soap gene? I think it's a gene, right? Like, it's a genetic thing. Kind of like, I've mentioned it before, like people that smell, like actual garbage when they try to smell seafood. And it's like a genetic thing. Which is just interesting. Yeah, genetic. Yeah, yeah. I'm very lucky that I don't have that, because I like a lot of Mexican food and Latin American food and a lot of cilantro. Grandma gets them all the time around her place in the late spring and summer. I love watching them. Oh, that's awesome that you get, like, just a front row seat to watching some hummingbirds. Oh my god, this Clanfear's gonna knock me off the edge! Where'd my sword go? Did it... Oh, it broke. It broke right as I walked through. Amazing. But I lived. Hope someday it'll be available. Yeah, I hope so too. You say you did HelloFresh? I wouldn't order those. They go through work and no, they don't get separate containers. They go in the same truck with chemicals, dog food, industrial farm equipment. I didn't know that. I did hear that they haven't been treating their workers well and that they've been, like, fighting their workers unionizing. But I haven't had HelloFresh in, like, a year and a half or two. It's been a while, because I don't even have, like, a working, like, functional kitchen to cook and prepare food. Like, I don't even have, like, a counter. I have nowhere I can chop things. But, yeah, I'm not using them right now anyway. Lucid, you need to move in with Pink and I so I can order Mexican and Indian with you. I'll live in your basement. I'll just sleep in a coffin in your basement. I'll be your basement vampire. Have something like that with lettuce. It tastes like garbage to me, but everyone always tells me it tastes like crunchy water. Oh, I've never heard that one. Because, yeah, it tastes like crunchy water to me. You will not knock me off this platform! Oh my gosh. Not taking your claws, your heavy 2-pound claws. I don't need them. Basement vampire, like every house needs. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we'll have to deal with my screaming during stream because we stream in the basement. That's fine, that just means I get to scream too. We'll all just scream in your basement. Oh, that sounds foreboding. We wouldn't be screaming for bad reasons. It's not that kind of basement. Oh, don't kill me! Oh, my health! Oh, I picked up his heavy freaking heart. Yeah, it's just a regular longsword. Oh! Oh! Ooh, you were quick, Veggie. I didn't even see that one. Lady of Death. Damn, that's a cool name. What a shame. We have damage out so much HelloFresh because they just get utterly destroyed going down the belts. Damn. I did not know that. That's interesting. And horrifying. Sounds like a party if I've ever heard one. Thanks, brother. Man, how has he been reacting to hearing you, like, streaming and stuff? I'm flexible, I'll scream anywhere. I wish there were places to go around here in the city where I could just, like, go and scream. But I feel like if I went anywhere in the city and screamed, like, someone would call the cops on me. Like, well, someone must be getting murdered somewhere. Now I pictured Benji, Pink, and Lucid standing in the basement just... Ah! I got you. Thank you, Benji. I appreciate it. Especially I was in the middle of a fight. I didn't even notice whatever it was. Well, peace of mind. I won't have to worry about it. Alright, this is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna have to try... I'm gonna see if I can try and bait them to me. Okay, one of them already sees me. Or hears me. Moved his gaming setup in the basement with us. 2 streams later, he moved upstairs. That's what he gets. I don't know what he expected. Reels, I'll scream in my car sometimes. My job is hell sometimes, so I need to unleash my primal fury. Yeah, car would be a good place to scream. If I had one, that would be a good solution. A lot sometimes. I'm so sorry. Aww. Oh, wait. I can use the blood fountain. Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you, blood fountain. I should save it again. I'm running on fumes and tea. What kind of tea? That's the important question. Oh, so... I just randomly remembered. Hello. I randomly remembered. Passion Tango? Ooh, that sounds good. Anything with passion in it reminds me of, like, passion fruit, which I assume is what is probably in it, and passion fruit and, like, tropical flavors are the best. So the thing I remembered, I'm working on a thing where every day of December, I'm gonna post a new quote-unquote Christmas song in my music channel on Discord. But they're not gonna be like the Christmas songs you hear overplayed like everywhere. I'm gonna try and deliberately look for like non-typical Christmas songs. So like I've got some like, am I singing it? No. No. No, just sharing. Just in case anyone is like, I'm so sick of hearing Christmas music, because I am too. I want to find some like, some Christmas music or holiday music that's not horribly overplayed and is still actually good. Kind of like how, no one was probably gonna remember this except maybe Venji. Last summer, I would post like a new Eurobeat song on Discord every day. And I did that for like an entire summer. And it was pretty neat. I learned about a lot of Eurobeat songs I never would have heard before without searching for them. We did it. We destroyed it. We destroyed the gate. We win. Just kidding. We just did one gate. But we did it. We broke a single gate. Yeah, you can't run. Get it. I'm strong enough to fight you now. I'm not intimidated anymore. But I do need to probably sell some stuff. Let's see. Hey Lucid, I'm starting a new thing in your Discord server all throughout the month of December. I will sing them all. Oh my god, I'm gonna post some good ones. I'd actually be interested in seeing you sing some of them. That would be a treat. Duet Neville? Well, I'll sing them all. Venji Neville duet for Christmas songs? Yes. Like at the end of the month, you'll just sing like the entire playlist of songs that I've made. That actually sounds like a great idea for a certain potential charity stream, Venji? Maybe? No pressure to answer, of course. Carol of the Old Ones is a pretty sweet Cthulhu Mythos Christmas song. Ooh, I haven't heard that one. Probably gonna have to find songs off like comedy albums then, honestly. There's, yeah, a couple comedy songs. There's also a few metal songs too. Like one of the first ones I'm gonna post is Typo Negative, Red Water. There's spoilers, just one of the songs I'm gonna post.
Have you been well recently? Your skin looks a bit off.
I'm fine. I'm definitely not undead. Nope. I'm fine.
Thanks. Kvatch is safer for all of us now you've closed the gate. I have potions and everything you need to make your own.
You
what will it
do? I will.
Excellent.
I didn't want to buy that one. I wanted to buy these. Oh wait. Oh, I don't have like much money. Okay, here. Actually, you need to buy from me. I'm keeping that. Potion of Dispel. Yeah, sure. Take that.
You've made a good bit of gold.
I don't actually need these. Take these. Take these two.
An excellent bargain.
Wait. Am I buying or am I selling? No, I'm selling. Wait, where do I have? Oh, I made these potions like ages ago. I forgot. I do have health potions. Oh well, I lived. It's fine. I totally forgot I made these earlier with those Tremora hearts. I had them. I just had them sitting in here. This is fine. Here, take these. Yeah, take these claws. I need the money. I'll keep that though. I can make a potion. Okay, yeah. I don't think there's anything more that I could sell or that'd be
Tell your friends about me.
helpful to me.
Farewell.
But somewhere around here, buy armor or weapons, maybe?
You too.
You closed the gate. That's the first good news in a long time.
Yeah.
I offer the finest goods and the lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
But what can I offer you? Damn, look at all those effects. Damage everything. This is like the fuck you arrow. Like, look at all that. Holy crap. Damage agility, endurance, intelligence, luck, personality. It damages all of their attributes. Nice. What about armor? I can't really afford to get rid of any of my armors either, huh? I should have took one of those Tremora helmets. I'm a dummy. And... oh. Yeah, I can sell these. There we go.
I appreciate.
I've got some money. And I've lightened my load just a little bit. Now, onward. Saving. But anyway, let's see. Man, so we're actually making some main quest progress now, finally. Only took until level 14. Oh, wait a minute. Again, how can I still have porphyric hemophilia if I already have vampirism? Shouldn't that make me immune? It seems kind of silly. I think I have a potion of cure disease somewhere, don't I? Yeah. There we go. Oh, my willpower's still being tanked. Do I have a restore potion for that? No. That's fine. I don't need willpower. I'm taking a drink of water. Y'all should hydrate as well. Water's good for you. Oh, look how pretty the night sky is. Oh, it's so pretty.
I just can't sleep.
You're not a Green Lantern, so who needs willpower?
Stop thinking about it.
Man, speaking of Green Lantern, that makes me think, kind of randomly. I wonder if they're ever gonna try to redo Green Lantern. There's no way they'll get Ryan Reynolds to do it again. Like, nah, there's no way. He's not gonna try that again. But I'm curious to see if they ever do, like... I should have bought some hammers. Half my weapons are broken, aren't they? It's probably fine. Maybe. Hopefully. Unless he directs. Aw, man, can you imagine? He's like, I'll do it. Well, we'll do it my way. These useless items in here. Oh! There's a big plant here. I see that scamp. Can't throw fireballs at me if this clan fear is between us. Ow! Oh my god. Oh. I have healing potions. I should probably use them. Although all they're doing is throwing fireballs at me. This is fine. Oh, never mind. You got brave. Get over here. Ah, you got hit by your friend. Betrayal. Deception. Disgrace. I'd like to see them do one for the Jon Stewart. Oh, you mean like Jon Stewart, like the name of the actual Green Lantern. I thought Jon Stewart from frickin' Comedy Central. Or I guess he's not on Comedy Central anymore. That's where my brain first went to. Can you imagine that Jon Stewart as Green Lantern? I'd pay to see that. I mean, he did a pretty okay job in Sesame Street. Speaking of... Yeah, like, then he could either make it actually good or do Deadpool, in which case, either way, he wins. Green Lantern Deadpool crossover. My god. Seen the trailer. And I'm excited to see Keaton as Batman again. What? Keaton as Batman? I thought Robert Pattinson was gonna be Batman. What trailer? What happened? What did I miss? I missed something, clearly. I'll post it in Discord. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out after stream. Cause, like, when did that happen?
What happened?
Yeah, exactly. What happened? When did it become... Like, is Robert Pattinson still in it? Is it a Keaton movie now? Is he, like, just showing up? I'm so confused.
What's it like out there? We were beginning to fear we were the only survivors. It all happened so fast. It was all we could do to round up the survivors and try to get them to safety. We failed them miserably.
Damn. The Flash movie? Michael Keaton Batman's in the Flash movie? Aw, man, I'm gonna have to watch it now, huh? Dang. And here I was, like, only half interested. Now I'm, like, 3/4 interested.
Brother Martin? Yes, he's right over there. He led a group of us here during the confusion of the attack. We owe him our lives.
Flash is doing some timey-wimey dimension hopping. Oh, yeah, they're doing, like, a Marvel multiverse thing, huh? Gotta think fast. The intrigue.
Bye.
Bye. Hope y'all don't mind if I just raid these barrels for...
A whole city just Lost. How did we let this happen?
I didn't mean to talk to you, but hello.
You too.
Staring at me with those glassy, strangely glassy eyes. All of the Oblivion NPCs kind of have that, like, glassy-eyed look to them. Ooh, I could... No, not in front of all these people. Oh, look, there he is. It's the Wonder Boy. It's the boy, the lad, Martin.
Have you brought help? We've been trapped
It's
here
Marty.
since the Daedra overran the city.
Can you imagine if someone just walked up to you and was like, come with me, you're in danger? Like, I'd be like so freaked out.
Of course I'm in danger, but I'm needed here. I can't leave.
His reaction is just like, well, yeah, duh, I'm in danger. We're all in danger.
Know. Who are you, and what do you want?
Just watched it, excited. Oh man, is it actually gonna be good? Because it seems like DC's actually releasing like good movies recently, except Wonder Woman 87. That was, or was it 84? Which is unfortunate. Okay, real talk. If we see CW's Flash again in 2022 movie, I'll be happy. They did do a crossover on the show, now they just need a movie crossover, right? Glassy eyes. You would not believe your eyes if 10 million glassy eyes. I just pictured like a bunch of glassy eyeballs flying through the sky, and that's frankly terrifying. Robert Pattinson is Robin, but this version of Robin is named Robert Pattinson, so everyone calls him Robert Pattinson. I know you're joking, but that sounds great.
Yes, I'm a priest. Do you need a priest? I don't think I'll be much help to you. I'm having trouble understanding the gods right now. If all this is part of a divine plan, I'm not sure I want to have anything to do with it.
I actually kind of like Martin's character at the beginning, because he's like so... jaded, I guess? He's interesting. Missed the second Wonder Woman movie. I'll probably get around to it at some point. The first one is so good. And the second one is just... very weird. A lot of really weird decisions. I don't know. It's kind of... well... yeah, I'll let you watch it yourself and form your opinion on it. It's apparently not good, like, really bad. Yeah... There's some really bad, like, plot implications about some of the things they do in it that are... like, everyone hated that. Yeah, I don't know anyone who actually liked Wonder Woman 80... was it 84 or 87? I don't remember which year it was. But the 80s the setting is just aesthetic anyway. They never actually do anything, like, useful with it. DC movies made some very weird decisions about a good deal of their movies. Yeah. I'm actually really surprised that the Snyder Cut ended up being, like, good, apparently. I still haven't seen it. It's freaking 3 or 4 hours long. But I don't think... I've seen mostly, like, critical acclaim for it. Like, people mostly seem to be like, yes, this is exactly what we wanted. And I'm like, really? Huh. Let's see. Love the Doom soundtrack as much as I love the Payday 2 soundtrack. They're really good, especially I'll Give You My All and Break the Rules. Doom soundtrack is so good. It's so good to, like, I would use it to study. I should use it to, like, work. Like, actually, like, work.
If you came to me for help...
the Doom soundtrack is so good. Totally agree.
What good is a priest? Emperor Uriel Septim? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Akatosh. My father was a farmer.
Well, surprise! Your deadbeat dad was the Emperor.
An entire city destroyed to get at me? Why? Because I'm the Emperor's son? I don't know. It's strange.
It is a strange thing to lie about.
You might actually be telling the truth. What does this mean? What do you want from me? No. I'm sorry, but even if what you say is true, I won't abandon these people to their fate. I'll go with you when we can all leave here together.
Can we not? Can we not just leave? Hold on, where's my... Oh, okay. I need to ask someone to rescue us, I guess. I don't know, it seems like we could just leave. We could just walk out. Right? No? Okay. I haven't watched Snyder Cut, but watched a breakdown on it, and it's all about tone. The Snyder Cut gives you extended scenes with darker color palette and time for scenes to actually set an easy win, whereas the OG doesn't and rushes through everything. Though I hear this sometimes is a flaw because it drags some scenes, but still better when the original was released. Yeah, that's kind of the sentiment I saw, was that the big difference was that there was actual, like, time for character development, and actual, like, crucial character development scenes were put back in.
Crotch is finished. There's nothing left.
There's a wall.
You closed the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men.
Yeah, I'm a whole level
Are you able to join us
14.
now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate.
Let's go.
For Kvatch!
For Kvatch! I've already killed everything ahead, unless they spawn new things. Let's go! But yeah, I think it just goes to show with the Snyder Cut thing that, like, character development and, like, taking the time to do that and do it well is ultimately worth it. People aren't going to care about your characters if they're not... Must reach the southern plaza with the survivors can reach... Okay.
Come on! For Kvatch!
For Kvatch! Oh, they did spawn things in. Now I just gotta hope all the NPCs don't die. Like, the Arcane show, if anyone has or hasn't seen it, is so freaking good about the character development specifically. Stop stun locking me! And burning me! And everythinging me. Hold on. Need heal. I'm just gonna hide here like a coward while I heal. But yeah, like, Arcane is so good about developing its characters, and it makes such a difference. Like, it could just be, like, a pretty, surface level, like, good show, but, like, the fact that it's so good at the character development, I think is what makes it as good as it is. And I really hope they can keep up that, whatever it is they're doing, whatever magic sauce they have, I hope they stay consistent for Season 2, because I'm so hyped already. That's what I saw too, like the original cut actually had some scenes never even shot for Snyder's cut, just to try and fill the gaps and make it goofier than it was originally intended. Yeah, when Whedon took over, they were like, we gotta make this more like Avengers. People like Avengers, and Avengers is funny, so put jokes in. And it's like, there were jokes that just didn't belong. It didn't fit the tone of the rest of the film that was already there. So it just felt bad and shoehorned in. Everyone, I'm out. Have a good pre-Thanksgiving. Have a good night, Try. Have a good rest of your night. Go bed, Try. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful gives thanksing. Yeah. Have a great thanks of giving. Giving of the thanks. Noise he made. I've helped Savly and Mattias and his men retake the southern plaza. I should talk to him. Where is he? He was knocked out earlier. Reminds me of Taken 3. Apparently a change of director mid-production, so the first director filmed a lot of the scenes for one view he had. The other director had a totally different view, but didn't want to refilm everything, so he literally threw every scene with a high number of cuts per second. The movie's just a mess. Oh no, that's tragic. I liked the first Taken. I didn't bother watching the second or third one, but I heard they were basically the same. I was like, ah, I got the idea. Sound like, the action wasn't as good as, like, John Wick to justify me watching the same movie twice. That That was the movie with the fence jumping scene that had like 20 jump cuts. Oh, was that movie? Oh my god, that's amazing. Amazingly bad.
We wiped the bastards out. It's safe to pull those people out of the chapel. Let's get in there and make sure they're all right. Come on. This is only the beginning of the battle for Kvatch. We can discuss the next phase once the civilians are safe.
I'll wait for him to go through the door first, because I don't know if he needs to be in there. Okay, there we go.
Report, soldier.
Sir, we're all that's
Okay,
left.
now will Martin come with me? Almighty.
I wondered if you'd come back. I admit I've had my doubts about your story. You destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they say. You gave them hope. You helped them drive the Daedra back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'll come with you to Wayne Priory and hear what Joffrey has to say. Lead on.
Nice, 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 nice. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
There were others, sir, but they refused to stay put. We tried to convince them it was dangerous, but they left anyway. I guess they didn't make it.
Very well. The area outside the chapel has been cleared, and these people need to be taken to safety. Escort them to the camp south of here at once.
But sir, I want to help fight.
You will, soldier. Once they're secure, get back here immediately. We'll need every available blade, and there'll be plenty of fighting to go around.
Sir, yes, sir. Civilians, it's time to move out. Let's go.
Man, everyone's remarkably smiley for their city being completely burned to the ground. Watching someone talking about it on YouTube, and I was remembering the scene. Then he showed, and I was like, what's going on here? Alright, Marty, let's go. Marty? Oh god, come on. You're supposed to follow behind me. Are you following? There he is. And I think he fast travels with me, so instead of being the annoying escort mission this would be otherwise, I'm just gonna... Boop. Taken for give a penny, taken a penny. Oh god, the sun! Oh no!
Help! You must help! They're killing everyone at Wayne Priory. I don't know. I think they're right behind me. Prior Mabarel is dead. I was in the sheepfold when they attacked. I heard the prior talking to someone. Looked around the corner to see who it was. They looked like travelers, ordinary. Suddenly weapons appeared in their hands, and they cut the prior down before he could move. They saw me watching, and I ran. Whew. I don't know. In the chapel, praying, I think. You must help us!
I love how this dude was courteous enough to stop pacing after him while he was talking. Oh my god. What is happening? This is so chaotic. I don't know, a couple priests are kicking these dudes' asses. Do they even need me? What happened? Ooh, bread. Thanks for the bread. Oh god, I'm burning! I need to get inside. I need the darkness.
Your timing is excellent.
Oh my health! Hold on, hold on. I need healing. Oh, these aren't gonna heal me very fast, though. Most game NPCs talks to you. Oblivion NPCs breathes on you. Ooh, nuzzle wuzzles. I have a quest for you. It's true. Oblivion NPCs have no idea, no concept of personal space. They are all up in your face.
You're back. Thank Talos. They attacked without warning. I was praying in the chapel when I heard Prior Maberel shout. I had just time to arm myself.
A
The
good thing you
Amulet
just
of
had a
Kings.
sword lying around.
I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in a secret room in Waynon House. We need to go see if it is safe. We'll go together, but I fear the worst.
Fabulous. Fantabulous. My afflictions are banished. Oblivion Grovium. I like your face. Give me your face. Aw, poor Prior. Ooh, nice ring though.
How can I help you?
How can I help you? Y'all just got attacked.
They've taken it! The Amulet of Kings is gone! The enemy has defeated us at every turn!
But we've got the lad. We've got the boy.
So it has not all gone against us. Thank Talos for that. We gained Uriel's heir and lost the Amulet of Kings. Martin cannot stay here. We have driven them off, but they will be back once they learn of Martin's survival. Which they will. Nowhere is truly safe against the power arrayed against us, but we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can hold it against an army. We should leave at once.
Oh, we're getting close to one of the funniest scenes, aren't we? All the stuff we could talk to him about later.
I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Any of stuff I can steal? I guess not in front of these guys.
What's this about?
I'll come back later. What's this about? Oh wait, there was a chest here. Oh, it's a bunch of useless stuff. Yeah, all useless. Hey, Lucid, what happens? Did the flyer hurt? It was attacked to the wall? That hurt. That was a painful pun. Thank you. Damn. You said the cringiest pun around Meg. I love that emote. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. You dream of long days spent basking in the sunlight of your native lands. You feel the warmth and the heat, the feel of your body becoming refreshed, but then you awaken, knowing it was but a dream. Man, this is too real. Alright. Oh, hello, horse? You were not here, like, 12 hours ago. But, okay. Right, so we're gonna have to make the trek. So I haven't been to Bruma yet. And the rule was, anywhere I haven't been yet, we gotta walk. So we're walking. We're walking to Bruma and, Cloud Ruler Temple. I don't have a horse, though. Oh, that's fine. That means I get to level up my athletics skill. I'll jog next to the horses. It's fine. Oh, I should make sure. There we go. Now I got the quest marker. Why is called often when you often the food, cold food, off, out, hot, eat the food? I love that. Okay, new friend, I'm off to bed. Have a good night and best of luck babysitting baby boy Martin. Yeah, we gotta protect the lad. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out. Happy Thanksgiving, friends. Yeah! Happy Friendsgiving. Yeah, sleep tight. Sweet dreams. Bye! Oh, we get to pick lots of flowers too while we're on our way. Tell everybody I'm on my way. New friends and new places to see. As long as they can keep up with their horses. They shouldn't have any problem keeping up with me if I run. For once. Oh, hello? Oh. Did I hit the horse? No, I don't think I hit the horse. I don't think. Elven Warhammer? No. I will take that lockpick, though. We're gonna be able to make so many potions. Picking all these flowers and mushrooms. This game has a distinct lack of salad. We get Oblivion? Oh. I could, like, get a bowl and, like, toss in a thing of lettuce and, like, some flowers. Would you count that as a salad? It'd be pretty close. Oblivion. Man, what a... Wait, where... Hello? Where'd they go? How did I lose them already? They're on horses. You're lucky I don't have your emotes anymore. I think that would address my concerns. Hello? Y'all?
Let's continue on.
Yeah, follow.
The sooner we reach Cloud...
Get on your horse. There we go. Jeez, Martin. Make up your mind. What do you want to do? Come on, Martin. Come on, Marty. That one was good. I actually chuckled. Oh, God. That's alright. Keep the puns coming. The cringe kind of fuels me. Wait, where's... Okay, there he is. I couldn't see him behind Martin. The mart is out. But yeah, it won't take as long as of a walk as it feels, as it looks like. Like, look, we're already getting there. We're already past Coral. Because the Oblivion map is a lot smaller than it looks. But the environments are so, like, diverse. Like, between, like, the plains near, That's a fucking Minotaur? Excuse me? Hi, yeah, why are Minotaurs spawning? Okay. I guess we've got Minotaurs spawning now. That's great. Oh no. Oh, okay, Mick. I'm looking at the clock. 5 minutes. This is not the cringe I was talking about. Okay. You've spent the points. This is your reward. Yeah, weak sauce Minotaur. That's why I do a call. Benji. Minotaur. 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 Swear to God. This is what you asked for, Mick. Oh, well, this is what you asked for. This is what you demanded. You must accept the consequences of your actions. The consequences. Oh, well. The consequences. Why the second Minotaur of my fucking Louise? Really good? You mean Lois? Peter. I'm sorry. I'm not. Oh, combine the Ulu and the Lois. Oh, Peter. You've made a mistake, Meg. Now you must face the consequences. Oh, forbidden knowledge. Forbidden. Okay, good. They're still following me. I was worried that they fell behind. It's so peaceful with no enemies coming to fight me. Just a nice little stroll through the land. A stroll through a land. Bottle of water. A bottle of water. It's Tuesday, innit? Oh. Oh no, I'm killing myself with this. Oh my god. Water. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Oh, what? Oh. Oh no. Oh no, oh. It's the sun. This is fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Game don't crash. Game don't crash. Don't crash. Please. Please. Game. The game quashy-washied, I think. It's not recovering. I think it crashed. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, how unfortunate. How unfortunate. Oh, that's not funny. First two names, what a nerd. I am free. I noticed it. It's been 5 minutes. I'm free. Man, Hiroshima jokes aren't funny. They're the complete opposite of funny, in fact. Yeah, I think the game hard crashed. I'm gonna have to Alt F4. Alt F4 is not working. Task manager. Task manager, I need you to kill something for me. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Not responding. Yes, I'm well aware. End task. There. It is dead. It's almost 11:30 anyway. Choices, choices. Do I do it? Thank you, Meg. I'll crash and I won't close. It's like, I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm gonna make you just revel in how hard I crashed. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. But yeah, oh, I don't think I've ever shown, like, I have a lot of games. Look at all these potential games I could stream. Look at all of them. Look at all the games. I have a lot of games. I waste a lot of money on games. Look, there's more games. It just keeps going. Look at all them chickens. But yeah, I have a lot of games. I got a decent chunk of these from, like, bundles back in, like, 2013, 2014. But yeah, look at all that. Look at all just the Half-Life stuff alone. There's so much content. So many things to play. The possibilities are basically endless. Ooh, Grim Fandango. Ooh. I should play that on a Saturday Batterday sometime. We can't stop streaming until you've streamed all the games. Exactly. I'll never retire. How can I when I have so many games in my backlog to go through? I still need to get more, too. I'm missing so many games. Like, I got a bunch today from the Steam sale. Like, yes, Benji, I got Evil Within 2. And I got Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, because I've been wanting to play that one for a while. I've heard the story is great. They call a family of ghosts Grim Famdango? That's a good one. It's like me, look at all these 100 games I have installed. How many do I play? Like 3. That's true. My completion rate is really sad. Because I have so many games, the ratio of completed games is, like, always gonna be, like, the tiniest decimal. Forever. But streaming gives me a great excuse to actually, like, you know, play these. It's like, one day, eventually, I will have gone through all of these. And then, I can be at peace. Nah, just kidding. Games are gonna keep coming out forever. Evil Within 2? Hellblade is so good. I'm so hyped to play it at some point. I don't know when, but it's on my list. It's literally in my Steam list now. Oh, I should put some... Let's put some tunes. Get a drink of water. And we'll look for someone to raid. Ba-da-ba-ba. Have I played the Oddworld games? See, actually, the only Oddworld game I played is Stranger's Wrath. And I'm actually really hyped to play it again, because I haven't played it since I was a kid. But it's on my list of games I want to play. Because I got a copy on GOG, and I haven't played it since, God, I must have been, like, 10 or 11, maybe, when I played it on Xbox. I don't know, it's been a long time. Like, whenever it came out, I guess. So, Stranger's Wrath is rad, yes! There's, like, I'm not gonna spoil it, because I'm gonna play it I'm gonna stream it at some point. But, man, the twist that happens... Here, let's go to standby. Whoa, look at that evil explosion! Look at all of them! But there was a twist halfway through that still, like, oh, it shook me. I loved it. That game was so good. But yeah, I have to play the other Oddworld games. And I think I have Abe's Odyssey on GOG, I think. But yeah, the Oddworld series is definitely on my list, and Stranger's Wrath is one I'm really hyped to get back and play after all these years, because it was so good. I think it still has, like, one of the most creative, like, weapon designs I think I've seen in a game. Like, maybe the Ratchet and Clank series and stuff are probably, like, on that same level, but I've also never played a Ratchet and Clank game. So I guess that should also be on my list, huh? Because I didn't really grow up with like a PlayStation. Because I think that's what platform it was on, right? I didn't get a PlayStation until high school, and I got it basically exclusively to play Kingdom Hearts and Silent Hill. It's like, yeah, I've got a PlayStation. I've got like 2 types of games. I've got the Silent Hill pile and the Kingdom Hearts pile. And that's it. I was mostly an Xbox gamer. Let's see who to raid. Oh, I think I know who we're raiding. But I always like to pose the question to you guys, since you guys are the ones who will be transferred. So I think you should have input. Are y'all on the move for some Deus Ex? Or some Death Stranding? Xbox relied on Halo, Sony relied on mascot platformers, Nintendo relied on your money for exclusives. I still feel kind of bad that I missed out on like so many cool Nintendo games. Like I wish I could have like grown up playing like Legend of Zelda. I mean, I played like the first one on NES, but like that's not the same. That's like very different. Yeah, and yes, the Zelda series is already on my list at some point. At some point. Same thing with like all the Mario games and all the Metroids and... There's other ones too, right? That are like the big ones on Nintendo. But anyway, someday I'll get to them. Someday. I feel the exact same about PlayStation and computer games. Yeah, I was mostly a PC gamer. PC and Xbox. PlayStation for me came way later, but then I ended up really loving it. Just piratum is morally correct. Yeah. Wink wink, nudge nudge. No better time than the present. I mean, have you seen my spreadsheet I made today of games I gotta play? I've been meaning to do that for forever and like pin it in my sub channel on Discord. You've kind of motivated me to actually do it at some point sooner. Because I've been thinking about doing it for forever, and I just kept not getting around to it. Played Zelda for Swords with my brother, and it was super fun. We were only 2, imagine with the full party. Yeah. Aw, man, there's so many, like, multiplayer games, too, I could play. Now that I have friends. That's, like, the saddest thing to say, isn't it? Nah. I feel like people could probably relate to that. I still think that PS2 library is untouchable. I mean, as far as, like, horror games alone, like, the PlayStation 2 is, like, yeah, untouchable still. GameCube, let's go! Hey, Jembe! Have you been lurking? Let me seat myself. Oh, and once again, I didn't, y'all thinking Deus Ex or Death Stranding? Because those are the 2 I've got my eye on. GameCube's your favorite? Man, I missed the entire GameCube era. The only thing I remember distinctly about the GameCube was that there was an episode of X-Play where they were testing to see which console was most durable. Deus Ex was always cool. So we got 1 vote for Deus Ex. But I remember during that segment, the Xbox broke first, I think, because the front panel came off. And then they couldn't do anything with it. And then the PlayStation afterward, and then the GameCube. Man, they dropped that thing from, like, super high up in the air. And it just bounced. It still, like, worked. So they tried smashing it with a sledgehammer. And it was beaten to hell. It was all crunched up. But it still turned on. You couldn't put a CD in it anymore. But it still turned on. So yeah, GameCubes were freaking indestructible. I know the 2 people and they are both super cool. Yeah, that's why I'm torn. But I think... Well, we got the 1 vote for Deus Ex. If no one else has another vote, then I think we'll be going with Deus Ex. Shout out to the time in college I bombed a hill on my longboard while carrying my GameCube by the tiny... Hold on. By a tiny little handle on the back, and I felt like I was living in a Nintendo commercial. Man, you must have felt so cool. Nintendo used to be the Nokia of video game companies. Yeah, right? Deus Ex sounds cool? Alright, Deus Ex it is. gonna raid Hex in it. Gonna send our love over. I dropped my DS so many times as a kid, it just has a few scratches. Yeah, I still have my OG DS, and I mean, it still would turn on if I actually charged it. Man, back when consoles and stuff were, like, durable. Those were the days. Man, I have a feeling if I dropped my PS4 from, like, any height, it would shatter in a million pieces and never work again. My Game Boy Color has bite marks and still works? Dang! Oh, is it because you're a rat? Little rat nibbles on your Game Boy? Because that's iconic. Oh, before the raid kicks in. Listen. It's on brand. Handhelds here in Brazil were kind of rare, so never had many people to share the games with. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even get a DS until high school either. I chewed on stuff when I was a kid. I chewed on, like, my toy dinosaurs' tails, so I get it. I relate. Oh, before the raid kicks in. Thank you everybody for being here, for hanging out. Thank you so much, Melondady, for the raid earlier. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to whoever it was that gifted me the toaster oven. I love you. And stay hydrated, stay safe. Thank you. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.